how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
WKGN 1340. Go Balls!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
Another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock at 3 o'clock, 3:05 to be exact, on your Football Friday edition of the show, live today at Ashes Bearden Beer Market, presented by our good friends at Garage Beer Company. Come on out and see us this afternoon. We're on Old Kingston Pike and Lionsview, where we are today. And we've already got a couple people out here enjoying some cold Garage beer. Bear, Bob, the vibes here are immaculate. We've got Garage beer pints for $2.50. I didn't even know this, but apparently you get a pint glass when you buy your Garage beer. You get to keep. I want a beer. I mean, well, you've come to the right place. Yeah, I mean, just raise your hand. So can we do that now? Yes, yeah. And stand on. It's Friday. Okay. I'll be back. See you later. Right. Well, there goes Baskerville. Yeah. In the heart of Old Bearden. Oh, yeah. Pints for $2.50, 12 packs to go, $16. And I need to get the rebate code. Somebody remind me of that. Where is that thing? Right behind. Is that it? Yeah. All right. Come scan Jason Kelsey's crotch for the rebate code. Oh, I didn't even notice that. You can get $4 back with every purchase of a 12-pack of Garage beer here at Ashes Bearden Beer Market. Would love to see you. Also, be sure to get registered for this fabulous Garage Beer Tailgate Prize Pack. You've got the retro tailgate chair next to Bear over there. It's looking great right now. You're going to win that. Somebody's going to win that today. They're going to get, let's see, what else is in this thing? 4 koozies, a hat, a pair of green Garage Beer sunglasses, which are very stylish, and 2 Garage Beer pint glasses. So all that to the winner this afternoon. Come on out and see us, Ashes Bearded Beer Market, Kingston Pike in Lionsview, where we are this afternoon. Oh, yeah, we've also got the Black Fan Run Radio Keg of Glory T-shirts to give away. And against my better judgment, Bear has been appointed the keeper of the Keg of Glory T-shirts, so you have to ask him.
It'd only be better if we had a T-shirt cannon.
Patio's kind of small for a T-shirt cannon, Bob, I feel like.
Well, it'd be worth a try.
They throw us out of here. Yeah, all right. Well, we're going to have to get to work on that. Vibes are great out here on the patio. We're in the shade. We got the fans going. We got some listeners already hitting up. DR Ball and Starla are here. They've got some of the pizza from Wicked Awesome Pizza Company over here, and that pizza looks fantastic. Looks good, traditional.
Sounds like we're getting one.
The real deal. Yeah.
Guy came over and was saying, hey, would you guys like some pizza? I was like, done. Give me some pizza.
There's only one correct answer to that question. Yes.
Absolutely.
We would like some pizza. So come on out and see us here this afternoon. Even the toothless Georgia fans are welcome to join. We love the Georgia fans. You're here. Be sure to go see our friends at Knoxville Smiles. They're doing some wonderful things. Modern dentistry can really help y'all out. Know some of y'all need it, but we appreciate y'all coming down here, joining us today. Oh, man. What a day. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful weekend. Boys, we are set.
I was out running some errands around lunchtime. There's nothing better when there's like a big game in Knoxville on a Friday because everything's hopping, man.
Oh, the buzz and the bustle.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, most days that's going to frustrate the hell out of me. Today, I'm there for it. It's like, let's do it.
No.
Everybody get out.
The whole town's getting ready for a party.
Yes.
And out of control, and hopefully. I mean, it's my favorite part of the year. I mean, football season, especially September, October, the best weather, some of the best weather of the year, football, you know, everything that's good. A lot of stuff that's good. Bonfires. Big fire guy, Russ.
Big fire guy? Yeah, I actually might have the first fire of the fall season at Stately Smith Manor this evening. I'm a big fire guy as well. I got a lot of brush sticks that have got to get burned off. So looking forward to hanging out here after the show, having a couple of garage beers. And, I've got a 12-pack in the fridge downstairs at Stately Smith Manor here. So we might be having a few of those while we watch Nico at night tonight out by the fire pit.
Ooh, that's right.
I've been given marching orders to get at least one of the 12 packs for tomorrow. We got kind of a watch party in the neighborhood. So
over at Barnsley's?
No.
I hear he's going to be busy recruiting this weekend.
He's having a big weekend.
Huge recruiting weekend for football and baseball. I know Vitello's up to his elbows in elite talent. Like Vitello is basically drafting. I mean, he's almost got what Saban had going on there a couple of years ago.
Absolutely. We just got to close that loop, right? Get to that Final Four and beyond. That's the only thing that's missing. Everything else is clicking there. Everything.
Yeah, it's good. All right. Well, we start every Football Friday with Rogers' Keys to Victory, and I think we've got some good ones this week. Walker, take us to the keyboard.
It's time for Rogers' Keys to Victory, an exclusive feature on The Drive.
Well, we talked about this on Voluntary Reaction Saturday last weekend, and I think Tennessee is going to have to play a near-perfect game tomorrow to have a chance to win. And, I'm not even talking about the big plays and everything. It's just like, and I guess you could file this one under the old play a clean game category, but turnovers, penalties, drops, missed assignments, all those sorts of things, like you just can't have them, man. There's no room for error when you're playing. Again, this is the most talented team, most talented roster in college football, according to the 247 Talent Composite. You can't give them things. You have to make them take it from you. No errors. No errors. Number two, special teams have always been big in this series, dating back to the Rick era. It felt like there was always a big blocked punt or return that turned the tide of the game. I think that tomorrow you're going to have to see some of that. You go back to last year, we go down the long touchdown drive, go up 7-0, get the 3 and out. Drew Carter with a big return to set up, but we didn't do anything with it. And Gilbert ends up kicking a 52-yard field goal to put us up 10-0 in that game. So, kicking game, punting, returns, all that stuff's going to have to be on point, and you're going to have to do something extraordinary, I think, at some point, be it a long field goal or a long return, blocked punt, something of that nature.
It's weird. As much as I want to say every point obviously matters, it's like I worry if it's a touchdown and 3 field goals. That kind of we need to get in the end zone.
As Steve Spurrier said in 2000, you ain't going to beat the Gators kicking field goals. I don't think we're going to beat Georgia tomorrow kicking field goals either.
No, I agree.
We're in touchdown scoring contest.
Number 3, I think, is get the quarterback on the ground. You heard the stat from Adam Sparks earlier in the week. Mm-hmm. Tennessee only has 3 sacks against Georgia in the Heupel era. None last year with James Pierce and all those great defensive linemen we had. I almost called him Stetson Bennett. Gunnar Stockton is a better runner than he is a thrower, and he's going to be dancing around back there. He's hard to get down. Like you can get to him, but you got to get him on the ground. Carson Beck was able to do that a couple of times last year as well. It felt like you had him, and then he squirts three. You got to get your hands on him and get him on the ground.
Yeah, it's that another aspect of the chess game in this one. It's like if we can get to Stockton early, kind of get in his head a little bit, that would be big. Conversely, if he goes out and, scrambles a little, gets some yards that way, that's not good either. We just can't emphasize enough. You said it earlier. It's just got to be an early statement from our guys.
Number 4 is defend the middle of the field. The lasting image of last year's game to me is Delp and Lawson Lucky just time and time again torching our defense right down the middle for big chunk plays, particularly in the red zone. Those guys had touchdowns. This is the hard one. It's like, what do you do if you're Tim Banks? Do you send pressure and put your guys on an island, or do you sit back and let them pick you apart? I don't know. I think you mix it up, but you've got to find a better way to defend the middle of the field. That's why Tim Banks is getting paid like $2 million a year, whatever he is now. He's one of the highest paid coordinators in the year. Figure it out.
Yeah, and I mean, you're right. Last year it was Delp and Lucky. This year, the guy I worry about, because most of his yards so far have come after the catch, and that's Zachariah Smith over the middle.
Branch?
Branch.
Yeah.
I worry about that. But it's the same theme. It's like, we can't have a soft middle right now. Not against these guys. They're too smart.
No, so somebody is going to have to defend him. And then finally, number 5, the 5th key, Rogers' keys to victory today. Be the tougher team in the fourth quarter. This is what Kirby Smart said last year. Who's going to be the tougher team in the fourth quarter? And, it was tied at 17. We took a 10-0 lead. A little bit back and forth. We're shut out in the second half. 14-0 in the second half. They were the tougher team. They wanted it more. They had the home field advantage. They beat us. And, that's got to be a rallying cry all week in practice. And Tennessee's got to, we've scored on the first possession. We scored a touchdown first possession every time against these guys, I think, under Heupel. And it hasn't been enough. We haven't been there late when it really mattered.
You're scaring me now.
Well, I mean,
that's how you have to. That's what you're going to have to do if you want to have a chance to beat these guys.
I agree.
Especially that last one. It's going to come out. It's like 3rd and 4.
Well, that's a lot. It's a lot to do. It's a lot of keys. And I go back to the first one. There's just not much margin for error.
Mm-hmm.
I'll believe it when I see it. I hope I'm wrong. My pick is Georgia 24, Tennessee 23.
We're close.
24-23, huh? 5 year wait to the show, but
okay.
Give us your score prediction on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/The Drive with Russell Smith. The Crown Cleaners Crown Pick of the Week, brought to you by Crown Cleaners. Closest score prediction as always wins gift cards from Crown Cleaners and the Pizza Kitchen and some Fan Run Radio swag. So be sure to get your picks in. Don't forget, volunteer your reaction after the game as soon as it's over. We'll be live taking your phone calls right here on the Fan Run app. Quick timeout when we continue. Chris Lowe of On3 Sports joins the festivities. He'll give us his perspective on Tennessee, Georgia, as well as a big weekend in the SEC with a couple of intriguing matchups. We'll go through them when we continue. You're listening to The Drive, Fan Run Radio, live today at Ashes Bearden Beer Market, presented by our friends at Garage Beer Company. We're back with more right after this.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio?
Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
It's football time at Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for The Drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
North Knox Siding and Windows is a complete exterior home improvement company that can help you with all your home exterior needs. If your home needs new siding, windows, doors, gutters, handrails, a deck, or a new roof, then give my friends at North Knox Siding and Windows a call at 865-689-0505. You can also visit their showroom at 5618 North Broadway. Locally owned and operated and proudly serving all of Knoxville and the surrounding areas, North Knox Siding and Windows. Online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the Volunteer State. Smoked daily by Pitmaster Mark Rickard, the barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134 for directions and to look at the rest of the menu. Visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Tired of waiting for the weekend or good weather to play around? From casual to committed, Back 9 Golf has got you covered. Open to the public and offering flexible membership opportunities, they offer 24/7 access to 5 different simulators, providing cutting-edge technology, instant swing feedback, fun mini games, and a wide variety of courses to choose from. Perfect for that solo round you want after work, or swing by with food and drinks for an afternoon with friends and family. No stressful tee times, no rain delays. It's Back 9 Golf.
Fringe at Garage Beer Company as we get set to go to the phones for the first time today. And special guest up first here, Chris Lowe of On3 Sports is on the line. Chris, good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon to you guys. It's good to be with you.
Hey, man, good to hear your voice, Chris, as we get ready for a big game this weekend, tomorrow, Neyland Stadium. Kirby Smart, he's had Josh Heupel's number. He's one of the few, maybe the only, to truly have his number through the years. How does Tennessee get over the hump? A big one tomorrow with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I've said that you're right. This is sort of that next step for Josh Heupel in the program is to get past Georgia and Kirby. Kirby has sort of done a number on Tennessee and has seemed to prepare for their offense better than anybody has. And I know in talking to people at Georgia, this is a week that, I mean, boy, he really turns the tempo up. They go so fast defensively to prepare for the way Tennessee likes to play. And physically, let's be honest, they just beat Tennessee up physically. They've sacked Tennessee's quarterbacks. Tennessee's not been able to sack Georgia's quarterbacks. Tennessee hasn't done really anything in the way of throwing the football down the field against Georgia. And when you can't run the ball and you can't make big plays in the pass game and you can't protect your quarterback, you're not going to win the game against teams the caliber of Georgia. I think Tennessee has got to be able to finish drives. And I know that sounds elementary, but when they get the ball and they move it and they get inside the 20, they got to score some touchdowns. And they just haven't been able to do that. They get up 10-0 last year down in Athens, and that game swings, just like that. So I think finishing drives, taking advantage of the home crowd. This should be an electric environment. I don't see any way that it's not going to be. And this is as tough a place to play as there is in college football right now, Neyland Stadium. And it's Gunnar Stockton's first true road test as a starting quarterback. Now, he's played on big stages. He played in the SEC title game. He played in the playoff last year. But that's different than playing at a place like Neyland Stadium. So I think getting the crowd, keeping the crowd engaged, finishing drives, getting this thing into the second half where you're not having to play from behind, I think is critical for Tennessee, and being able to make some plays down the field. Georgia's not what they were on defense in 21-22. They still got really talented players. But if you're going to move the ball and score points and finish drives, you got to hit some chunk plays. And I think that's where protecting Aguilar, receivers being able to get separation, making yards after the catch. Because, we think of 50-yard gains, you think of throwing the ball over people's heads. To me, it's just as important as catching the ball 12 yards down the field, breaking a tackle, and going for 30 yards. So Tennessee's got to make some of those types of plays, I think, to win this game and keep that Georgia defense honest.
Hey, Chris, Bob, appreciate you joining us. I wanted to get your take on this, and that is we in the media, at least over on the radio side of things, we talk a lot about this whole notion of it just feels like Kirby's got Josh Heupel's number. Now, you spend a lot more time closer to Josh than we do, and we know he's kind of got that Kevlar about him, but do you think that he, obviously he's a competitor. Do you think this is eating at him like we think it's eating at him? Or is it just, he wants to win, but is it the Kirby factor? Do you think that could really be under his skin at this point?
I think everything eats at Josh. He's such a fiendish competitor, and I don't think it really matters who it is or where it is. Or, I remember talking to him last year, right before they went back to Oklahoma, and I sort of Bob hit him with that same type of question about going back to the place, where you won a national title, the place that is your alma mater, and also the place that fired you. And he just is like, listen, man, I just, I don't care. He didn't maybe say it quite like that. He said, I don't care. I just want to win. And I think it's the same way with Kirby. I mean, he knows that that's the guy that he hasn't been able to beat yet. And it started before Josh got, here. Gosh, nobody had, since Kirby's first year, the Hail Mary. But no, he is, you hit it, man. He is just so competitive and is just one of those guys that is so zoned in on who they play that week and what his team has to do to win that I do think, and all coaches say this, all coaches say no, they don't get caught up on things in the periphery or motivational type things. I really think Josh is like that, man. He is completely focused in on Georgia and what it takes to beat Georgia. And I don't think he's one of those guys either who really during the season never enjoys much of anything, big wins or anything else like that. After the season, maybe, but during the season, that's just not the way he rolls.
Chris Lowe, On3 Sports, with us this afternoon. Chris, this is an interesting flip to the schedule where so far the Heupel era, this game has taken place in November. Now it moves back earlier in the season where it had been for a long time before Josh Heupel got here. Do you think that has any impact at all on the outcome, just as far as teams being still in that finding themselves, figuring things out phase, as opposed to when it's later in the year and teams have really established their identities by then?
Russ, I think it plays probably the Tennessee's advantage this time because you got Stockton making his first road start this early in the season. I mean, I think they feel like they know what they have in Stockton, but you don't really know until you go on the road and play in an environment like this. So this is so early. They haven't really been tested. Georgia hasn't at all. And to be honest, they haven't had to show a whole lot. They haven't had to do a whole lot in their first two games. That last game, they had that long rain delay. So I think having the home crowd when you're going up against a quarterback who hasn't proven it on the road before, is always probably checks the box in favor of the home team. Now, Tennessee, you could say, well, Joey's only played 2 games for Tennessee, and not better competition than Georgia's played. I mean, Syracuse is better than anybody that Georgia's played. So, but I still think that it probably helps Tennessee in this case to be playing at home. Stockton's playing. He's got a new offensive line for the most part from last year. So there's some unknowns there, and Georgia's receivers are a lot of those guys are new. Zachariah Branch, who I think that's a key matchup in this game, is how Tennessee matches up with him. And I think this is one of those cases where we haven't seen a lot of Boo Carter on defense, or I should say a limited role. I think he's going to have to play a lot more and will play a lot more, because that's a matchup that Tennessee just can't afford to let Branch get loose and do a lot of damage in the slot. So I think you're going to see him matched up more against Boo Carter. But no, I like, for Tennessee's case, I like the fact that they're getting Georgia now as opposed to maybe getting them in late October, early November.
I'm kind of leaning towards the thinking that, of course, when we have time to ponder these things, we have different versions by the day. But I'm sitting there thinking, at one point I was thinking, 28 points minimum to win this game for Tennessee. But what do you think would be, it feels to me like this could be more of a slog than we were expecting at first. What if you were thinking a point total for Tennessee to win this game, and not comfortably, but to win it, what do you think that would be?
Well, Bob, Tennessee hadn't scored more than 17 against them.
Right, right.
Josh has been there, so I'd say certainly more than 17. I can see last year's Florida and Alabama games. Tennessee scored 24 in each of those. Now, one of those, the Florida game, was an overtime game. So I think somewhere in that range, Tennessee can score 24 points. I think they've got a chance to win this game. And again, Tim Banks' defense, they lost a lot of key guys last year. And, they don't have their 2 corners, their best corners, and probably won't for a while. I think that's the thing. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I don't know that Gibson will be back this season. And McCoy is trying his best to get back and working at it, but it's still going to be a few more weeks minimum. But they at least got some guys who play. The Redmond kids look really good as a freshman. They love what they've got from Colton Hood. So I think if Tennessee could score somewhere in that 24 to 27 point range, because I do think they're going to be able to make things happen on defense and come after Stockton, from different pressures, different angles, that kind of thing, and maybe create some short fields. I'll say this, Tennessee really, if they can win special teams in this game, and maybe, again, to bring up Boo Carter's name, if he can return a punt or return a couple punts and put them in great scoring position, that's, to me, what really levels the field in this game. And Georgia's got a really good punter, so does Tennessee. I think that's the part of this game. We talked earlier about what Tennessee needed to do. I think winning special teams and doing so decisively really helps Tennessee a lot. And I also think, too, that whoever plays the best or holds up the best in the offensive line in this game, probably, if you said, hey, what is one factor? I think that's where to look to. Whoever plays the best, holds up the best up front offensively, likely wins this football game.
Okay, let me get your take on this. Because with some of the losses that happened last week, with Alabama losing to Florida State 2 weeks ago, with Florida losing to South Florida last week, there's a lot of situations going on where this thing could be totally wide open. And hell, Mississippi State, you and I talked about this. They could be undefeated by the time Tennessee comes to Starkville. What happens if Florida takes down LSU tomorrow? Yeah. All of this to say, do we really see an SEC where the regular season champion is going to go undefeated? I don't think it's possible, just given how tough it's starting to shape up to be.
Yeah, Bob, you're starting to sound like Saban swearing on the air. That's
sorry about that.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. We were talking. I think we were talking last week about this. This is not your SEC from 10 years ago, where it was Bama, Georgia, Georgia, Bama. LSU in 2019 was dominant. I don't see a team or two teams that I think are head and shoulders above everybody else, and couple that with the fact I see teams that are maybe slotted at 10, 11, or 12 are capable of beating just about anybody. So I do think there's going to be a lot of carnage, to your point, in the league, much like last season. We saw that last year a ton, and I think we might see even more of it this year. So I would bet a ton of money that there's no team in the league unbeaten when it's all said and done. I mean, overall record. And I would say the large majority of teams have at least 2 losses. The fascinating thing, Bob, is, Russ, is there a team in this league this year that could go 9-3 and make the playoff? I mean, I think you're going to have the right kind of resume. You're certainly going to have some big wins in there, and then some losses that aren't bad losses. But the league, I think, is deep enough and balanced enough to where you're going to have a lot of teams with 3 or more losses. Is that good overall for the league? Probably not. But it sure makes it fun for all of us for watching every Saturday, the unpredictability of fall Saturdays in the SEC.
Hey, Chris, who's on upset alert in the SEC this week? You got Bama, big favorites at home against Wisconsin. Of course, A&M on the road at Notre Dame. Ole Miss welcoming in Arkansas, and a big one down in Baton Rouge as the wounded animal that is Billy Napier, the Florida Gators, stagger into LSU. A chance to turn things around there, but a steep hill to climb, obviously.
I'm not going to pick the Gators, but I think you will see Florida play its far and away its best football game of the season Saturday at LSU. And I say that based on the fact that when everybody had sort of kicked dirt on Florida last year is when they responded the best and played the best and rallied around Billy Napier. I think you'll see that same type of thing this week. I don't think it's going to be good enough. I saw LSU live the first week at Clemson. That's a really good physical football team and a team that looks like, once again, it has a defense that's playing at a championship caliber. I'll tell you that the 2 teams I think in the league that may be most in trouble are South Carolina, because I think Vandy's legit. And you go back and look, those 2 teams have played the same team, and Vanderbilt at Blacksburg dominated the second half of that football game. South Carolina was not able to move the ball as well against Virginia Tech. Now, that is in Columbia. That's a hard place to win, but I think that one's got a chance to be really close, and the Gamecocks better play well or they're going to be in trouble. The other one is Arkansas and Ole Miss. I'm a lot higher on Taylor Green, maybe than a lot of people around the country. I think he is dynamic, and it's his second year as a starter under Bobby Petrino, and typically Bobby's quarterbacks who play 2 years under him make massive jumps, and this kid's freakishly athletic. I think Ole Miss has a hard time stopping him. I don't know how healthy, if healthy at all, Austin Simmons, their quarterback at Ole Miss, is. I think he's going to try to play, but they may have to play their second-team guy. Who knows? He might even start. So if Simmons is not 100%, and I don't think he is, then that evens the playing field there. So Kentucky, granted it was in Lexington, but they played Ole Miss pretty tough last week. So I think that's another one. Arkansas probably a little bit better football team than people had given them credit for coming into the season. So those are the 2 games as far as potential upsets that I'll be watching the closest this Saturday.
He is Chris Lowe. He's got a new gig at On3 Sports, and he's got a new gig with our friends over at Rocky Top Insider, new podcast debuting this weekend, Chris. And I would just say it's about the company you keep. Be careful, man. Be careful who you spend time with.
No, listen, you're right. First of all, man, what a great opportunity. I look forward to doing a show again on Sunday nights and doing it with Bob, your partner. Is going to be great. We had a practice. Can I say this, Bob? We had a practice run today, almost like our last scrimmage before the season opener. And I'm pretty pumped about what we're going to be able to bring every Sunday night. Just so much to talk about. And it's a lot of ball talk, but a lot of SEC talk, a lot of things around the league and around college football that I know fans are really interested in, the stuff that moves the needle. It's again, Sunday nights are great to do it because you're not far removed, obviously, from the game that was just played, and then there's a lot of pointing ahead. to what lies ahead. So it's going to be a lot of fun. The RTI lowdown, and I didn't make that name up, by the way. I just want that out there for the record. I'm not one of these people who likes to name shows after myself. I let Bob handle that. So Bob's the one. If you don't like that name, you can get on Bob.
Better than the Bob Down.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely. That's
All right.
going to be fun.
Chris, we appreciate it. Enjoy the games this weekend. Thanks for hopping on.
You bet, guys. Take care.
Thank you, Chris.
One and only Chris Lowe on 3 Sports, stopping by to help us get things started. Phone calls already lining up, 865-966-3435. Your number to get on board, 865-966-3435. See a lot of familiar faces here as things start to pick up at the beer market. You know, I got here at 2 p.m., Bob, and it was kind of the calm before the storm. There were only 2 groups of people here, got set up, and this place is, the buzz is building. Here in an hour or so, this place is going to be packed, and it's going to be wild. So get on down here, Ash's Bearded Beer Market. Garage beer, $2.50 pints, $2.50 pints. You get to keep the pint glass. It's outstanding. $12 12-packs to go when you use the rebate code on the QR code behind me here. Be sure to ask about that when you stop by. We got pizza. We got it all. It's The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Back with more right after this.
The Drive.
105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Whether it's a routine cleaning, whitening for that big event, or fixing a nagging toothache, our gentle team is here for you. With flexible hours, family-friendly care, and the latest technology, Knoxville Smiles makes every visit stress-free. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Call Knoxville Smiles today at 865-539-1776 or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you've actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth Only Drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the Triple Wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw Premium Vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw Premium Vodka. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Good afternoon. It's doing its best to get busy out here in West Knoxville already with a little bit of
We got to get you guys signed up for the Garage Beer prize pack. Can we start directing folks to sign up here? Just give us your name and phone number. Your name and phone number here to win this fabulous prize pack from our friends at Garage Beer Company. We got the tailgate chair there. We got a couple of koozies. We got some pint glasses. We got some hats, some sunglasses, all the good stuff to give away, courtesy of our friends over at Garage Beer. And don't forget, you come out to pick up a 12-pack to go. Be sure to scan the QR code behind me to get your $4 rebate. Then your $16 12-pack becomes a $12 12-pack, and you get a buck of beer. 12-pack. I mean, I'm no mathematician, Bob, but that's a good deal.
It's a great deal. Even the ones on site are a great deal, man. Where's the last place you could get a beer for $2.50?
Yeah.
Not anywhere I've been lately.
No.
It was $20 a can out at the,
Oh,
at
my
the
God,
concert.
yeah,
I mean, it was a good-sized can, but still, you're giving them, it's not anywhere near the deal that Garage Beer is putting on.
That's about $20 for a beer.
What is it inside Neyland? Isn't it like 16 or something for a big can?
It's somewhere in there.
I bought Russ one time.
He's probably never
Still
reciprocated,
financing
did
it.
he?
Also, just a quick word here about the beer market. I mean, this is your tailgate spot. They've got a great TV set up now. Great place to watch the games outside, and it's family friendly too. You can bring your kids here. You see kids all the time running around playing cornhole, shooting hoops, or whatever. So they can do that while the grown-ups enjoy some beer. They got pizza as well. So come on down here and check it out. They've got all the NFL packages as well. So it's a great place to watch games on Sunday.
Mr. Bear just sampled the pizza.
Yeah, legit. The guy here is telling. I mean, he's an artisan. He's a craftsman. He says he's been doing it 20 years. He's chasing perfection. He says he's not there yet, but he makes all his own dough, all his own ingredients, all that kind of stuff. And so, like, he's a true pizza pioneer, perfectionist.
Great flavor, good undercarriage, good slices.
Good undercarriage.
Yeah, you don't want the one where you have the crust like drop down and you get a pizza sometimes like all the toppings slide right off. If you got a good undercarriage, you can pick it up with your hand, and that doesn't happen.
Doesn't flop? You don't like the flop?
Cohesive? No. You got to have some firmness about it. Undercarriage.
I'm gonna have to hit it here in a minute. That's all there is to it.
Let's get a call from Big Josh to lead things off. Big Josh, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
What's going on, W?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Pretty good. Just running down the road, trying to loosen this load, man. I'm getting ready for this ball game. Kind of wound up, Russell. I don't think anybody believes in us. I think half of our daggum fan base don't even believe in us. And, the hell with all of them. The hell with all of them. We got to win this game, Russell. And you can't tell me that damn meat stick Gunner Stockton is going to walk in a hostile Neyland Stadium and get it done. And I want to see projectiles if we get a bad whistle. I want pure madness in there tomorrow. Pure madness. Russell, we're going to win this damn game. We're going to win the game. We're going to charge the field. We're going to throw the damn goalposts in the river. It's going to be a march to the SEC title 2025. Then we're going to party our ass off. Big Orange!
So Big Josh had called us on Overreaction Monday about in the same condition. He was at the same level.
11.
He's not tapered off at all. Like some people say, pace yourself, don't peak too soon. It's just not an issue in Big Josh's world. He just stays like that. He stays turnt, as the kids say.
Wow. How's he going to make it to tomorrow? I guess he will. He'll just be. Imagine hanging out with Big Josh like the whole night tonight. Somebody that ramped up, ready to go.
I'd be afraid to say anything.
You might have an insurrection on the field tomorrow.
He calls for projectiles?
Yeah.
Don't throw anything at the game tomorrow. Don't do that. Don't
That
do
need
that.
to be borderline dangerous.
Gotta be loud.
Be loud, be proud. You don't have to tear anything down. You don't have to throw anything at anybody. You don't have to. Obviously, don't rush the field, man. That's my position.
I don't think they warrant it, but that's just me. I do think we need to make it like what is it? I guess it's Tony. Aaron Murray said, make them make mental mistakes because they can't get everybody lined up and get the play called in right.
Win the game. Walk out of there like you've been there before. Hey, man, talk your trash online. Do your thing. Ball Twitter, ball X, whatever it's called these days. But yeah, man, these guys are not field storm worthy. They're just not. I'm sorry. They're a bunch of nouveau riche, grown men acting like animals, literally, like a bunch of dogs out there barking at you. And just because they bought a couple of good teams here the past 5-10 years doesn't mean that they're on our level. We are better than them. You are better than them, Tennessee fans. Act accordingly.
I kind of feel like, the only team I ever felt like was field rushing worthy was Bama, but even them now, I mean, we've beaten them 2 out of the last 3.
Was 99 the year, you know the history of this better than I. 99, there was, the reason I'm asking, there was a game where I had friends come into town. We tailgated. We had tickets to the game against Georgia. It was raining. We never went into the game, and yet we still had the greatest day ever because there were a lot of Georgia fans close to where we were tailgating, and they came in, and they were all dressed to the nines in their preppy outfits, etc., and they were barking and everything, but they had to come down a hill, and it was muddy, and it was slick.
And they were falling.
And none of them made it.
That's beautiful. I stood at the bottom and laughed.
Yeah, we were just it was fantastic. But I think it was 99 is what I was believing it was that. But that's my memory. That's my memory of a Georgia game, and I wasn't even in there. Then you got my son, who's kind of a casual fan, and he was in Sanford Stadium for the Dobnail boot. He got to see it live. Like, why was that you and not me?
Is that the best Tennessee moment in the Georgia series history of the modern era? The Dobnail boot.
The Dobnail boot?
It's just,
I mean, either that one, but I mean, it's
maybe I'm just being Debbie Downer here, but I mean, it loses points to me because it's Butch, and you know what, the way he squandered that momentum afterwards. It was a great play, a great moment, a great win. Not a great Georgia team, but if we had followed that up by winning an SEC championship with a team that had Alvin Kamara and Jalen Hurd on it, and Josh Dobbs and all those stars, then it would be,
and all those
it would be no doubt the best moment in Tennessee Georgia history for me. But they didn't do that, and so it loses some points in my mind.
Forget Tennessee Georgia history. This one ranks as one of the greatest moments for me in Tennessee history because of the roller coaster. Remember the Jacob Eason touchdown before it, where it was like, good God, man. I was ready to just throw something.
I did.
And
I left. Is my story. I left after that. I threw one of these bottles. I had a red one, ironically, or it might have been this one. I threw it against a cinder block wall in my old home, and it busted that's how this thing happened. It busted that. And I got my car and drove off angrily. And I turned on the radio just in time to hear the final play.
I mean, just so many lows and highs in that game. It was like just ran the gamut. But for me, again, I've not been around these parts as long as you have. But for the Tennessee-Georgia game, that for me is the biggest moment for sure. The final minute of that game.
865-966-3435. Your number to get on board, 966-3435. We are live today at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by our friends at Garage Beer Company. Come on out, sign up for a chance to win fabulous gifts and or prizes. We take a quick time out. We'll come right back. Hour number 2 of the drive coming up.
The Drive.
The Voluntary Reaction.
This football season, tune into Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all, The Voluntary Reaction, presented by the Griffin Law Firm. We'll be live on the Fan Run Radio app as soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. So tune in and drink with us from the keg of glory or drown in the pool of despair. The Voluntary Reaction on Fan Run Radio.
The Voluntary Reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's
Check, check, 1, 2. Test, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Test, test, 1, 2, 3.
So I heard you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, we're all good.
All right.
It all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at bigsportshow.com. That's bigsportshow.com. The Big Sports Show, Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it.
Dick's House of Sport at West Town Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Track's batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high-speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
It's time for the Drive Stop 4 at 4.
I mean, come on, Bob. You're a former co-host. You're a host. You know how to bring us back in from break. Can't you see I'm stuffing my face? You know how to send it back to Walker Smith for the top 4 at 4.
You hosts are touchy. You guys are touchy, though. I don't want to usurp. I want to support. Happy to do it.
Well, please, by all means.
Hour number 2 starts now.
There you go, Bear. Somebody take charge here.
That means it's time for Walker
I got pizza
Smith.
going in my face.
And with the top 4 at 4, Walker, take it away.
Thank you, Bear. At number 1, we are 24 hours away from one of the biggest games of the Josh Heupel era. Number 15, Tennessee takes on number 6, Georgia in Neyland Stadium. Kickoff is set for 3:30 on ABC and ESPN. Georgia is a 3.5-point favorite, but ESPN's FPI gives the Vols a 51.4% chance to win.
That scares me. Everything's making me nervous right now, Bob.
Oh, yeah. Well, hell, man, we're less than 24 hours away. We're all going to be angst-ridden until this thing gets going.
Oh, my anxiety level's sitting at about an 8.5 right now. Sinking in.
Have another piece of this pizza, man. I'll take care of that right away.
Filling you with joy, Russ? You inhaled it?
It's filling me with dough and cheese and sauce, tomato sauce, and a little bit of pepperoni. That was outstanding. The wicked awesome pizza. All right.
I know what I'm having to do.
Rub it in over there.
We'll save you a slice, Walker.
I would appreciate it.
We won't.
At number 2, the Backyard Brawl is set to continue until at least 2036 after Pitt and West Virginia agreed to an extension of the series. The two schools will face off Saturday for the 108th time in their history before taking a 3-year break. The series will begin again in 2029 and be played each year until 2036.
I like that one now. That's a good rival. Those people don't like each other.
Yeah.
Now, it feels like Pitt's had the upper hand for a little while now, too. So.
Eat bleep Pitt. That's what they say up there. They don't say bleep either. They make it rhyme.
It's also just a great name for a rivalry. Backyard Brawl is pretty strong in terms of names.
I think the best, though, is still... Now, there's a couple. Oregon State, the Civil War.
That's a really good one.
Brigham Young in Utah, the Holy War.
The Holy War is good, yeah.
I love Bedlam, Oklahoma State's a good name.
They tried to suck the soul out of it, but it's still the world's largest outdoor cocktail party.
Yes.
Oh, that's what it'll always be to the day. What about the Battle of the Bridge, Russ? It's a great rivalry name.
Who's that?
Loudoun County and Lenoir City. Battle of the Bridge.
What do they call Maryville? I call it the Battle of Blount County, but
Battle of Pistol Creek
Pistol
or
Creek,
something.
yeah.
That's a good one. Is it Bearden West? Does that have one?
No, they got to beat us a few more times for that to be a rivalry.
Battle of the Mids.
Wow.
Oh, too soon. Punch us while we're down.
That's mean. At number 3, FanDuel has agreed to pay the Jaguars approximately $5 million to compensate for nearly $20 million that a former Jacksonville employee stole from the team and deposited to the sports books. Multiple sources familiar with the agreement told ESPN. The sources said the deal was finalized in early 2025, more than a year after Amit Patel, a mid-level finance major at the Jaguars, pleaded guilty for stealing $22 million through a virtual credit card system the team used for expenses.
It's always some kid in the office gets caught embezzling millions.
I've never understood people, how they think they're going to get away with that. I don't. I mean, somebody's going to go looking for $1 million, Russ. Call me crazy. I feel like that's that's not something that any company, no matter how big they are, is going to miss. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You ain't getting away with that.
No, this is not the rounding scheme from Superman / Office Space.
No. This is going to be some nerdy kids. There used to be nerdy kids that were really good at math and can.
By the way, I saw a great police cam video on YouTube this week of a woman who was caught embezzling a lot of money from her church.
I've seen it.
She was taking expensive trips and stuff and all this stuff, and the police come and they get her, and she's like, "What? I don't know. I couldn't do that." They're like, "No, you couldn't do that. You're coming with us, ma'am.
You're going to jail."
Is that it, Walker?
No, we got one more. At number 4, one of the biggest boxing matches of the decade is set to take place tomorrow night as Terrence Bud Crawford moves up 15 pounds to take on Canelo Alvarez. The fight is in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium for the undisputed middleweight title. Canelo is a minus 182 favorite with the main card starting at 9 p.m.
That was always the criticism of Bud Crawford, is that he didn't fight anybody. So now he's fighting a guy who is universally recognized, I believe, as the pound-for-pound king of boxing these days. He was at one point anyway. And he's going up 15 pounds in class to do it. So,
does that ever really work? I feel like that's a big hurdle for a fighter when you got to put on 15 and step up a weight class.
People have done it before.
Yeah.
I mean,
people do it in combats in UFC and boxing occasionally. I mean, Floyd Mayweather bounced around divisions, but this is a big step up. You know, just when you think of those two fighters, if you're a fight fan, like you think of Bud Crawford, he's significantly smaller than Canelo Alvarez in my mind. So
yeah, he is.
Well,
I mean, when you go back, sorry, Russ, when you go back and look at it, Bud Crawford, he fought 15 pounds lower than this a year ago, but it's almost a 25 to 30 pound jump from where he was 2 or 3 years ago. But everything that people have been saying is that he hasn't rushed the weight on and done all that stuff that people do. He's naturally gained all the weight over 2 or 3 years.
Pacquiao famously started out at 105, 110, and worked his way up all the way to, I'm not sure how high you get, 150 or so.
That's why Floyd wouldn't fight him unless he agreed to that Olympic level of testing.
Have you guys felt like you've lost, at least that's what it is for me. I feel like I've kind of lost the connection with boxing just because there's so much other stuff now with UFC and all this other stuff.
I'm more familiar with what's going on in UFC, mainly because, all of you guys talk about it a bunch. Yeah. Nobody really talks boxing anymore.
I know.
It's a shame. All right, thank you, Walker. That is the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by Garage Beer. They have us out today on the road at Ash's Beard and Beer Market. Come on out and get signed up for this Garage Beer tailgate prize pack. We've already got a couple of people with their names in the bucket here. We're going to be giving it away later on towards the end of the show. We've got Garage Beer, $2.50 pints all day, and they do that every game day here throughout the football season. We're doing it today as well in celebration of our live appearance here. Yeah, $2.50 pints, man. I mean, that is absolutely fantastic. And you get to keep the pint glass. So you got to come by and try one of those. And Bob, I'm surprised you haven't reminded me yet. They have the Garage Beer Lime as well. You can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Get a little citrus in you. They say it fights off scurvy.
That might be my 12-pack of choice.
You're going lime?
I got my wife wanting to try it. She's not a beer drinker, but we've definitely, the message has gotten to her. She's on board.
Well, I guess we're doing our job here.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the busy phone lines and talk to Ashley Schaefer, ball fan, ASVF. Good afternoon, sir.
Guys, this might be an unpopular opinion. It may be a bad take, but is anyone else tired of talking about the Dobbs Hail Mary? The only two things I can think of.
That's kind of what I was getting at, Ashley Schaefer, ball fan. And listen, again, great play. 2 great players. Jawan Jennings gets his part in that legend as well. But that was 8 years ago. Let's make a new memory.
We have lost Ashley Schaefer.
Oh man.
Regret to inform you. He comes back, I will promptly get him back in.
865-966-3435, your number to get on the show, 865-966-3435. I think there's so many great memories from back in the day against Georgia. The 95 game, Jeff Hall's game-winning field goal at the end. Bob, you as a TV guy, I know you remember the way ESPN framed that. They had that crane cam in there, and it went up over the stands, and you saw the old VOLS as the fireworks went off behind it. It was just poetry in motion.
Yeah. This has been swirling around social media. Have you seen the College Game Day Open from 2022? That Reese Davis did.
2022.
For Alabama.
Not for Georgia, for Alabama.
Oh. For Alabama?
Yeah.
In 22?
I thought so. Yeah.
That was on CBS.
No, the game day.
Oh,
Game day.
I haven't seen that.
It's I'll fish it up for you. It's fantastic. It just gets you going because Reese does such a great job, and they had all those majestic shots of Neyland and everything else too. So
Are you guys planning on sampling a lot of game day tomorrow? I know they're in town, and that's a big deal to some.
I'll check in on it, take a look, see what's going on down there.
Yeah, it's kind of my background music on Saturday mornings. I have it on, but
You've sold me on the Big Noon kickoff.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Be sure to scan this
Or not.
QR code. Get your $4. Did you? You already did it, my man.
He's
My
already
man.
he's already got his.
He's got his
money
glass. He's
money
got his
in the
12er.
bank.
Yeah, he's good to go, man. He's got his
Hell yeah.
his shirt. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, the first game that always comes to my mind is the Jamal game when he ran wild on them.
That was a good one. 97, 99. We've talked about several times this week in the rain against Quincy Carter and the Dogs.
What year was the big pump block by? We weren't supposed to win the game. I think it may have been back in the Ainge Schaefer.
05, I believe.
And
No,
then
that
we
would've
kind
been
of
here, so it was probably 06.
we kind of boat raced him.
Yeah,
after we
Antonio
blocked.
Wardlow made the cover of Sports Illustrated that week.
Yeah,
that was a good back and forth. The Crompton game, the Kiffin year.
Yeah,
when Kiffin fixed Jonathan Crompton,
he got him functional, able to beat Georgia.
He was more than functional, as I recall.
What was the deal? He gave him took away 50% of the. He just had him do reads to. He cut the field down. I'm trying to remember what the whole story was.
I don't know. He probably just had some gadget in his headset and told him what to do before that was even legal. Kiffin. I think ASBF is back. Ashley Schaefer, Vol fan. Sorry about that, man. Go ahead.
No worries, guys. I was just saying that I'm so tired of seeing the Dobbs Hail Mary. The only two things that I think of from that play are Butch's Walmart haircut falling to the turf, just thanking God that he got an SEC win. And the fact that we haven't beaten them in almost a decade. It's just, can we get some other highlights? Hopefully this is the year, guys.
It has been too long. It has been too long since we've had a Georgia memory to savor. We've had multiple Florida memories, multiple Alabama memories to savor. It's only a 3.5-point line.
Yes.
You don't know that we're going to play these guys next year. There might not be a next year. I mean, we'll play them again at some point, but what an opportunity. What an opportunity for Josh Heupel, the Big Orange.
Russ, let me ask you something. What do you think? What do you trust the most from Tennessee in this game? And what's your biggest worry? I think for me, we've just seen so many times when a bad offense comes in and we're just the right team to get your offense rolling for that week. And so I worry about Gunner's legs. I worry about our run defense. I just worry we get death by 1,000 paper cuts. But I think what I trust most is maybe our run game. I think we're running better than we have, I think, since I can remember. Since those Jamal days, really. It's a different style, but I think that's what I trust the most on this offense. What about you guys?
I would agree with the running game. We talked about this a little earlier in the week, Ashley Schaefer, and that's the whole concept of who's got the better running game right now. I'd like to say we do, just from the diversity of it, right? We don't necessarily have the workhorse bell cow guy, but man, we got 3 really good ones. And the rotational thing, I know that it's against inferior opponents, but still, I think it can play even at the level of the opponent tomorrow too.
The run game for Tennessee. Go ahead, man.
I was just going to say, it just feels like we've had so many of these big moments over the year where everything's right in front of us. It's finally time to announce ourselves to the rest of the SEC that we're the standard. And, I still don't think Tennessee, even if we win this game, is going to be the standard in the SEC. But, man, I'll look around, and if we win this game tomorrow, other than LSU, you can put Tennessee on that top tier. And that's what worries me most is that we just fall flat on our faces every time we have an opportunity like this.
Well, it will just reinforce the notion that Heupel is the guy on the verge of being an elite coach. With all he's missing is a couple of rings, right? A conference or national championship, obviously. But It'll put Tennessee, in my mind, one of the top 10 or so programs in all of college football, and just cross off another notch on the belt for Josh Heupel in this program that he has rebuilt diligently over the past 5 years.
Yeah, I agree. It's crazy to think actually how much of his at least tenure here so far kind of rides on this game, right? I mean, he has a chance to upgrade himself this weekend, and if he loses, he probably stays in his current tier. So it'll be fascinating to watch, and I'm really excited, and I'll be stressed out. I'll be in front of that TV on Saturday, just stressed out of my mind. But let's get it done, boys. Go Big Orange.
Thank you. Ashley Schaefer fan. I mean, that's about as calm as we've heard him in a long time.
It does not sound anything like his call the last.
He's had a couple of memorable meltdowns.
Yeah, this past season.
Yeah.
The Ohio State overreaction was all time.
865-966-3435. Your number to get on the show this afternoon. You can call or text the drive at 865-966-3435. And let's get a call from Stevie next. Good afternoon, Stevie. You're on the drive.
Russell!
Hello, Steven.
Bob, are you coming to my meet and greet tomorrow?
What time is it? I got to synchronize my watch.
That's a good question. 1 to 3?
Oh.
One to game time?
The meet and greet with Stevie at a place to be named later, at a time to be named later.
Yeehaw Brewing Company.
Stop promoting other bars on our show, man. What are you doing? Don't you understand what we do
I'm
here?
all crazy, Russell. I'm all crazy today. Guys, let's say Mrs. Stevie makes some cookies and we transport them to Knoxville. How do I get them to you tomorrow?
You
I drop them off at the
that's
station?
actually pretty good at that. 'Cause, man, those cookies are good.
Mm-hmm.
Do I drop them off at the station?
Yeah, you can. I think we're going to be watching the game there. Why don't you hit me up on the old Twitter machine? Because I'm not giving you my phone number, you psycho.
That's fine. One day you will. One day you will.
I don't know. If there's cookies involved, maybe I do go to the meet and greet.
One day you will.
No. They'll be at the station. I may buy you a beer, though, Bob. Anyway, I'd like to light the beacons for Vol Nation this weekend and do a clarion call to those, especially in Neyland Stadium. I'd like to echo the words of my fellow comrade in arms, Geraldo Vol, and make it borderline dangerous, Russ. But I'd like to take it a little step further. I am calling on all those who bleed orange, especially those who will be at the church tomorrow, to go on a 24-hour darkness and silence retreat, a la Aaron Rodgers, for these next few hours. Lock yourself up in a closet or a cellar. Do not eat or drink. Do not make a sound till it's time to leave for the stadium. Let the darkness twist your brain and soul. Let the silence turn you manic and wild. Let the paranoia into your being, only to release it when those Georgia criminals come into our hallowed ground, Russell. I'd like to really tell you why I'm coming to Knoxville tomorrow, Russ. I will be in Knoxville tomorrow to bring the spirit of the possum killer for Joey Alligator to in turn become the dog killer. As I did before him, this is what Joey's going to do. He's going to drag the dogs out on Shield Watkins Field. His companions, Star, Deshaun, and Peyton, are going to run them over one by one until they start convulsing on the field. Then Joey's going to take his helmet like Myles Garrett and in the style of Kai the Hatchet Guy go smash, smash, smash on Kirby Dunn's defense. He's going to pick them dogs up, throw them over Neyland Stadium, preserved by Pilot, into the Tennessee River to drown in all the points we're going to score. And by the time we get done with the dogs tomorrow night, Russell, we're going to be calling Joey's football Joey Vick. There is a story in the Hebrew Bible, Russ.
Oh, boy.
In the scroll of Joshua, ironically, The Israelites are on their way to the promised land. They've made it to the banks of the Jordan, the boundary of the promised land, and they begin to fear because they know that to get into the land, they're going to have to fight for the land. They're going to have to defeat the southern kingdom. And it was not given to them. But the Lord says to them, Russ, be strong and courageous and do not be afraid. Yeshua Heupel has led us out of the football wilderness up to the border of football glory. We're at the banks of the Jordan, Russ. We need only courage to cross. This weekend we cross. This weekend, Yeshua Heupel slays the other dragon. This weekend, Officer Joey Aguilar of the Tennessee Air Raid Patrol is going to charge the whole Georgia football team with the DWI, driving while losing, 38-28. It's beautiful art!
Little tip, Stevie, is maybe at your meet and greet, like lower volume tomorrow.
Maybe not lead with the biblical impassioned plea.
Yeah, I think maybe
work up to that.
Hi, how you doing? Not watch this. My God, that's some passion, man. Gotta say.
He's completely unhinged. He's a complete loon. I've told you guys this since he's been calling us.
Was not prepared for that call.
Well, Walker's saying he's going to have a seizure in the text box on my phone. I've told you guys Stevie's kind of unbalanced, but he's
Kind
grown
of
on me.
unbalanced.
He's funny. He brings the funny, makes me giggle. He says stuff that you shouldn't laugh at.
Oh, I think it's funny. I gotta say.
By the way, going back to Ashley Schaefer's call about the running game, I kind of look at it like I just feel like they have shut us down at the point of attack. Like we just haven't been able to run on them. So this is from Brent Hubbs. He's compiled these numbers. So these are our rushing totals in the 4 games against Georgia. 2021, the first game, we ran for a grand total of 55 yards.
Wow.
Against their national title team, right? 22, we ran for 94 yards. Not much, but we're making progress.
I mean, that was our best offensive team so far, I feel like.
In 2023, we ran for 130 yards, so we've broken the century mark, but 75 of those 130 yards came on the first play of the game, Jalen Wright, the long one. So we had 50, 55 yards the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Not great, Bob.
No.
And then last year, we had 152 yards. Now, you'd like more of it. I mean, that was Sampson had the long touchdown run in the second quarter, broke off about a 20-yarder. But that was a lot of grinding it out between the tackles. That was a lot of, hey, we're churning out 3 to 5 yard runs at a pretty good clip. So we've made progress. We've ran for more yards each season against these guys than we did the year before. I mean, if that trend keeps up and you keep adding, they went up 40 yards the first year, 35 yards the second year, 20 yards last year. If you add another 20, you get up to that 175 yard rate. Like,
yeah, it's
you should probably win.
Yeah.
If you're running for 175 yards on these dudes at home,
get up close to 200 yards. I think. Like if we surpass 200 yards,
I think we've only lost once. I think in the Heupel era when we've done that.
Oh, when we rush for
200.
I wonder which one we lost.
I go back and maybe an alert listener will let us know that. We got to take a quick time out. You're listening to The Drive, Fan Run Radio, live this afternoon at Ash's Bearden Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer Company. Oh, man, Roberto's here. But come out anyway. Logan Quinton, the Cookie Man, is going to join us.
That was mean, man.
It is The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive. You're locked onto Fan Run Radio, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and online at fanrunradio.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Are you getting penalized because you can't make it to your bank on time? No need for unnecessary roughness. It's time for a new game plan. Easily manage your accounts with Citizens National Bank's mobile banking app. Check your balance, deposit a check, and pay a bill all from your phone with CNB's mobile banking.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Hey, football fans, this is Stats.
And this is the Sheik, and together we are the Cover Boys, and we cover college football like no one else.
Each week, we preview all the big games in college football, and we may not tell you who's going to win, but we'll tell you who's going to cover.
Our patented right sides are clicking at 66% against the spread all time.
So join us right here every Friday evening at 8 for the Cover Boys on the official voice of Tennessee fans, Fan Run Radio.
And enjoy the winners, everyone.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Good afternoon. Steady flow of traffic making its way north of town right now on 75 up through Anderson, throughout parts of Campbell County. There's been plenty of radar up through there earlier when we had some problems as traffic starts to get a little bit heavy right now on 40 East at White Road. Give yourself extra time out here. There is lots and lots of radar. Hey, if your check engine light comes on, don't panic. Google search Knuckle Busters Amco Knoxville. Amco serving East Tennessee since 1962. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Fan Run Radio, the drive continues live from Ashes, Bearden Beer Market. Garage Beer drawing rave reviews from the clientele here so far. They love the Garage Beer.
Everybody does. I swear to God, I'm not just saying that. Pretty much everybody that tries it, the next thing you know, I've gone over some of our coworkers, houses, and you'll open the fridge and there'll be Garage Beer.
Yeah, I mean, and we were talking with somebody else earlier. It's like, it's more my style. And listen, I'll try anything. I enjoy the occasional double hop infused peanut butter and jelly grapefruit IPA as much as the next guy. But, when I'm at home and it's just me and the missus or something, we're friends, we're watching the ball game, beer-flavored beer.
Yeah.
That's what Garage Beer is. Come on out and get your 12-pack to go. $2.50 pints here this afternoon. Old Kingston Pike, where we are. Kingston Pike and Lions View Road as you get in town. Traffic is picking up out there. A lot of Georgia fans out and about this afternoon. How do we welcome them? Do we be kind to them? Are we kind to the Georgia fans?
As long as they don't, it's like I told that young man of it, just as long as they don't start the barking stuff, we'll be fine.
I really need a beer.
Well, we've been telling you, go get you one.
I keep saying I'm going to go get one, and then I get tied up doing something else.
I mean, if I still drank, I'd already put down like 13 of them.
Watching all these people swirling around with beers, and I'm like, I'm in a beer market.
It makes you thirsty. I mean, if our boy, shout out to Andy Anderson, by the way. If Double A were here from Garage Beer, he's at the beach, unexcused absence. it would be to the point where you're like, dude, like I'm doing a radio show, because he'll just bring you one after the other.
My man.
They'll be force feeding you beer. But alas, we're keeping it professional.
Yes.
For at least another segment. Let's bring in Logan Quinton. He is the Cookie Man, presented by Crumble Cookies. Logan, good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, fellas. I got to say, I'm a little jealous right now. I know you guys have been talking all week about being balled up and the anxiety that comes with that leading up to a game like we're preparing for tomorrow. And what a great way to kind of take a break from things and just kind of chill out for a moment. But like my version of that for Friday night will be some high school football. So that's my way of kind of keeping my mind off of things, keep from pacing around, tearing up the rug in the house. Man, we got a lot of football to cover between tonight and then, of course, tomorrow.
I heard that. Now, we got the Friday night lights, and you're going to be out at Willie Blunt to see the Powell Panthers take on, I believe, unbeaten William Blunt. What has gotten into the Governors this year, LQ? They're pretty good.
Yeah, they are, Russ. And this is the first ever matchup between the two programs. So
that's hard to believe
about this one. Yes. Really excited about this. And, I've been up there in the past. I don't know, back in my high school days, I ran track up there. So, I can picture the track and the stadium, in my mind. I can't picture anything else, but excited to get up there and see the venue. I know the boys traveled to Heritage last season, and that was a great spot to take in a game. Excited about seeing what the Governors do in person. I watched some tape on these guys, and they've dropped down to 5A. And they've had historically, they had a hard time finding a place at the table in 6A. Going a couple years back, they had a fantastic season, got in the playoffs. But now they're in 5A. And guys, I'm telling you, talking about trying to get a seat at the table, dropping down a class and working your way through Region 2 5A. Man, they're gonna be there. If not, they're gonna be knocking at the door. These guys are good. The offense, they spread you out. They run a lot of trip set, a lot of four wide receiver set, trip set, but it's run heavy. They rely on the ground game. Number 2, the quarterback, he's looking to run. He's simply trying to make a read off pressure and go one way or the other. Really athletic, but does just enough through the air as well. I think the kid racked up 5 total touchdowns last week, 4 on the ground and 1 through the air. So it's going to come down to the Powell defense, but I feel confident about it. I know offensively, Matt Lowe feels really confident about the offensive possessions Powell's going to have, but regardless, it's 2 undefeated teams fighting a region game.
Hey, Logan, you mentioned Heritage a few minutes ago in part of that conversation, and Heritage is 2-0. They got a test against Anderson County tonight, but no J.D. Gillum for Anderson County at quarterback.
Yeah.
You think Heritage is for real at this point? How do you feel about them?
Yeah, I do think this is another, I mentioned playing at Heritage last year, and they were in Region 2 5A, and now they're in 4A. Another program playing in a new landscape, so to speak. And I'm not sure this is a better matchup, now versus projecting preseason. And a lot of that is due to like you said, missing the quarterback for Anderson County. The Mavs have to travel out there to Blount County. And I know Coach O feels really, really good about his defense. So that's what makes this interesting to me. I think this is going to be a ball game. I really do. This is a lean slate overall when you look around teams around the area. But I think this is going to be one folks might be a little surprised when they look at how this one turns out.
Logan Quinton, the Cookie Man, with us, talking a little high school ball here. We will get his thoughts on Tennessee and Georgia coming up here in just a bit, of course. But, Logan, we've beaten around the bush enough here. It's time for me to step into your therapy office.
You're welcome, Russ.
Well, I mean, it's been a rough road, and we all know what happened before the season with my West Rebels, still searching for win number 1 of the season. We knew they weren't going to get it last night. Alcoa comes to 3,300 and puts a 35-0 beatdown on my boys. But I'm looking at the rest of the schedule here at Campbell County, at Halls, Clinton, Willie Blunt, Carnes, Powell. Is there an opportunity? Is there a chance that the Rebels are able to right the ship and somehow make the playoffs and get this thing turned around?
I mean, based on
that was a long pause.
Yeah, you referenced, the elephant in the room. But there is a lot of people and players, staff still there that that's a lasting impact. What the previous regime had, and so with that, there's always a chance. And look, we're talking about at this point how things are shaping up. I mentioned a team like William Blunt looking for a seat at the table in region, trying to get top 4 in the district so that they can make playoffs. West has dug themselves in a hole to the point where they're looking for one of those last slots, because the way things shaping up, Central is off to a fantastic start too. So, and then you got Halls lurking out there. They've dug themselves into a hole, but that's what it's going to come down to. We're used to the past few years, you could Sharpie West, Powell, Halls, and then who's going to be that fourth wheel? Not like that this year. There's a lot more variety, a lot of dynamics taking shape at West, at Halls, and so they just got to get the taste of that first one in region. And certainly I do expect them to have a shot at the playoffs. And once you get to that point, anything can happen. So, and let's be honest here. The recent history between Powell and West, the Panthers are looking at, it's kind of like Tennessee and Georgia, right? It's like, you've got to see it happen first, right? And so West still has the upper hand until, the mighty Panthers knock them down. And so I think, yes, there's still a chance, but just when you talk about that matchup last night, West and Alcoa, 2 programs going in opposite directions. And obviously Alcoa has been at the top, but just what's impressive to me is Alcoa losing the pieces that they did from last season. And they're looking just as good, if not better, in a new classification.
All right, Logan. Good grief, man. A simple no would have sufficed. You don't have to filibuster, dance on my grave.
Hey, say some more.
They're still week 10, Russ. They're still week 10.
Logan, Quentin, the Cookie Man with us. Logan, what else as we look around the region tonight for good Friday night matchups on Tennessee-Georgia Eve? What else are you kind of paying attention to as we move into the evening?
It's all about Oak Ridge and Dobyns-Bennett, a 6A matchup. Wow, Oak Ridge has just looked very, very sharp to begin the season, hopping up to 6A. And, boys, I think they should get this comfortably. They're such a well-rounded team. And, look, Oak Ridge, you got to go back before the Derek Rang era to say, hey, this Wildcat team just does not look dynamic. They've had pieces. They have athleticism. It seems to be coming together this year for them. When you talk about their quarterback, Blaine Stansberry, already over 600 pass yards, the Porter kid at running back, and then Will Presley, one of the best athletes. He's probably like a top 30, top 40 kid in the state in this class at receiver. He's a guy that can get up to, you can kind of pencil him in for 100 yards per game, does a lot in the kick return game as well. Just so well-rounded. Dobyns-Bennett's undefeated, but for context, they've played an opponent we can kind of be familiar with Central. They beat Central 26-20. Man, I think Oak Ridge is going to be comfortable in this one. I really do. And if that's the case, if they win this game, I see a lot of clearance for the Wildcats until they get to week 9 and week 10. That's Farragut and Maryville, respectively. So the Wildcats can really get this train rolling, and it's needed. There's been a lot of tension out there in Oak Ridge, way things have gone for them in 5A. Now they're in a new classification. It's kind of, new sights for them, and they can really get things rolling with the win tonight against DB.
Oak Ridge and Dobyns-Bennett, a couple of storied programs going at it tonight. Hey, Logan, always appreciate it, my man. I got to say about crumble cookies, I'm going to show Bob Baskerville. Bob, are you a big chocolate guy? All right, I just want to show you this. This is the cookies and cream cake featuring Oreo at Crumble Cookies.
Oh, hell. That looks...
there are children listening.
I don't know, but that's, well...
I believe
that doesn't mean they're getting any of these cookies.
Well, it's, I believe, to quote Brett Bielema, borderline erotic is what I would say.
That looks fantastic. Looks fantastic.
Logan, anything you want to add about the lineup at Crumble Cookies this weekend?
You kind of buried the lead there, Russ. The Oreo cookies and cream thing, it's a double-decker cookie that's just drenched in chocolate. That thing's nasty in a good way. But I will say this. Look, we're talking about Tennessee, Georgia all week. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered, right? But we're feeling really good about what those answers might be. There's a mystery at Crumble now. Crumble has provided mystery cookies at each location, specific to each location. You can download the Crumble app and find out what mystery cookie is at your closest location. I'll go ahead and give you the answer, give you the secret. Right now, over at Clinton Highway, the maple oatmeal raisin cookie is to die for. Puzzle solved with that one. Let's see if Joey Aguilar, Joey Gator, whatever Stevie was calling him, let's see if he can answer some big-time questions tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it.
Little Joey Alligator, right?
Alligator.
Joey Alligator.
What happened to the Jaguar thing?
And this never took off. I mean, sometimes
How about this one? Somebody sent me Big Orange Hypel on Twitter.
Yeah.
He had posted like a side-by-side stat matchup, and I think it was just like somebody had just like Fat Thumb autocorrect changed it to Guitar Aguilar.
I like that.
Kind of a Joey, what is it, Johnny Guitar Watson or something? Joey Guitar Aguilar.
Yes.
Somebody give him a six string.
Works. Yeah, that one. I like the Joey. Yeah.
All right, Logan, we appreciate it, my man. Enjoy the Friday Night Lights.
Absolutely, fellas. You guys enjoy it.
Yes,
Thank you, Logan.
Quinton of the 920 podcast. Also our high school football guru here on The Drive. Open the phone lines back up, 865-966-3435. Your number to get on board, 966-3435. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. The flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Wilco. Here at Knoxville Smiles, every smile is unique and every smile has a story. We would love to get to know you and help you smile brighter with confidence. If you've been looking for a dental home that treats you like more than just a set of teeth, we would love to welcome you to the family. Please give us a call at 865-539-1776 or visit us at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Yeehaw!
I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Friday Night Lights are back, and that means so is the SM Athletics Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Join me, Tim Hill, a.k.a. Vols Tim 85, and my crew every Friday night starting at 9:30 p.m. Live action, live calls, and all of the biggest talking points in East Tennessee high school football. It's the Friday Night Scoreboard Show presented by SM Athletics right here on Fan Run Radio, 1340 AM, the free Fan Run app, and streaming live on YouTube on Fan Run TV.
Good afternoon. Steady flow of traffic right now. Spotted going outbound on Chapman Highway as you continue out towards the Seymour area. Be careful. It's gotten heavier now on that Holston River Bridge on I-40, especially going eastbound as you continue on out through East Knox County, passing Strawberry Plains. Pike 40 East is running a little bit slow from time to time up to
Fan Run Radio, The Drive continues. Russell, Bob, and Bear with you at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by our friends at Garage Beer Company on what is just shaping up to be the first truly beautiful fall afternoon. We've had a couple good Fridays here so far, but
this feels like fall. Early fall to be sure, but the air's, you can tell it's cooler.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's get right back to it here. By the way, quick teaser. If everybody continues to be well-behaved, we'll go out to the desert in hour number 3, and the Sheik will bless us with a winner or two. So stay tuned for that. Just whack that thing a little harder next time, Bob. Like I just threw you under the bus there.
That's nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure most listeners were like, I wonder if Bob hit his mic. Well, now they know.
I just didn't want them to blame it on Bear like they usually do. Trey is next. Good afternoon, Trey.
Hey, fellas. With all respect to the Sheik, I love me some Haji, but I think I'm going to be competing with him this week, and I think I got better picks. We'll put it up. My 3 locks of the week, Russ, are thanks to Boilermaker Bob, USC minus 20.5, Tennessee first quarter to cover a half a point against Georgia. I love that bet. Then your final pick is Oregon, minus 27. So those are some Trey's 3 locks for the week. I'll be betting those pretty heavily. If you want one more bonus pick, get in on that Alabama-Wisconsin game. I definitely think Kalen DeBoer is going to take this opportunity to beat up on a mediocre Wisconsin team to try to, get back whatever credibility he can scrape together before they buy him out. So I love that. I love that cover as well. But guys, I've done the thing I do. I've done the thing we all do. I enter the week with low expectations, and today's Friday, and I expect us to, kick their ass tomorrow. So I've talked myself into almost a 2-touchdown victory at this point. So I am borderline delusional. I want to ask each of you guys, honestly, and I'm not doing this, so this is not gambling advice, but genuinely, each of you, if you had $1,000 and you have to bet it, and you can only slide it one way or the other, you can slide it on Tennessee wins or Georgia wins tomorrow. Where are each of you at right now? Time to be honest.
For just a straight up bet, I would put it on Georgia.
Same.
Straight up bet, Russ. All right, yeah. we got some realists in the room. Bear?
Why are you asking me a question involving any kind of?
He's just asking if you had $1,000 to bet on who would win the game. Who would you put it on? Do you understand that?
Yeah. Georgia. Honestly, I mean, I'm being honest.
I want you guys to have a little hope.
I mean, you give me $1,000 and just given the past history right now, the safer bet would appear to be Georgia. But every dog has his day,
so to speak.
This segment brought to you by Athens Lawn and Garden.
Guys,
we've totally jumped dark here.
I don't think, in all honesty, I don't think today I would do that. I think I would slide that over onto Tennessee because of an unproven quarterback coming into Neyland Stadium, a young Georgia team. And
Talk
I know
me into it, Trey.
Quarterback. That's what I'm doing, Russ. We've got an unproven quarterback, but he's a veteran. That's a difference. That's a difference right there. We've got a veteran QB who's shown us that he's a capable dual threat quarterback. He's not a game manager. And we've got the crowd on our side, that same crowd that brought Nick Saban to his knees in 2022. I think, guys, this is the year. I would, honest to God, slide that $1,000 over on Tennessee to cover, or at least to win the money line tomorrow. I honestly swear to God think that we're going to beat them by at least a touchdown this year, if not more. You can book it. I will be placing a bet, Russ, on that, and I will send it to you guys. Love you guys. Let's kick some ass.
Thank you, Trey. Appreciate the phone call. Trey, with the supreme confidence going into the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he's right, man. That'd be awesome.
He's ready to put some money on it. I do like his Bama pick. Talking about the Sheik, I'll be interested to hear, 20.5 there against a Wisconsin team that is quarterback uncertainty.
Yeah.
And a Bama team that certainly has something to prove. I just don't think, boy, how Luke Fickell's star has faded.
He's about on the hot seat, I'd say, in Wisconsin.
Already?
Yes. They have expectations,
he's kind of tracking
man.
like Tom Herman, isn't he?
Yeah.
Tom
he
Herman
was that guy.
Strong. Yeah, he was.
He was that guy. Yeah, he's gonna.
He had the magic formula in his head, man.
Hey, be careful, Alex Golish.
Yeah.
Be very selective about your next job.
That's what I was saying yesterday. It's like if Golish has all this money support and everything else, it's like, why not just keep doing what you're doing there?
I mean, you're in South Florida,
right?
And money's money. If you've got, just stay there.
Phil is next. Good afternoon, Phil.
What'd you say, Debbie?
Phil, you've got a cheering section here at the beer market.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
they're fired up to
you
hear you.
West
Hello.
Down there too. Is the West High cheering section down there too?
Come on now. Well, you don't kick a guy while he's down, Phil. I thought you were better than that. Show a little class.
Well, you're across state championship when you're started. Now you'd be probably lucky you can get to the playoffs.
Or not. Or just pour salt in the wound.
Yeah, keep bringing it, Phil.
Big jerk.
Well, all honesty, guys, it's going to come down to which quarterback plays the best. And our quarterback hadn't played good since Josh Dobbs.
I think Georgia has a lot to do with that, Bob. I mean, we've had some good ones, especially with Hooker there, and they just had him flummoxed. Now, this is a different Georgia defense. They do not have the Carter kid in the middle, the other guy who was like Jordan Evans or Jordan Davis. They don't have one of those guys. They got some players on that side of the ball, but they're a little younger, a little less proven out there. So maybe this is the year. Maybe Joey Aguilar is the guy.
Well, we're going to learn about Joey because they're going to test it, man, right off the bat. I feel that. Just like what we're saying Tennessee needs to do to Gunnar Stockton, I think they are going to do the exact same thing with Joey. So we're going to learn.
Well, hopefully we can get it done. I got my doubts, but we beat Alabama up here 22, and Bryce Young's a lot better quarterback than what Georgia's got tomorrow.
Bill? You got some youngins over there? Is that what I hear in the background? I thought you were.
If you two trusted with the care,
tank right now.
Are you allowed around children?
Huh? Got to be loud because they're loud too. You know what I mean?
Phil, we got to run, man. Thanks for the phone call. Live today at Ash's Beard and Beer Market. As you get off work, come on down, hit us up. We do have a limited amount of the Keg of Glory shirts. You do have to ask Bear. You have to answer 3 questions before you can be bestowed a Keg of Glory voluntary reaction T-shirt.
Bear's conducting personal interviews.
Yes. It's a background check to pass.
Go sit over on the side and he talks to you.
Just basically what size.
Please have a couple of references ready for us as you approach this afternoon. Stay with us. Hour number 3 of the drive coming up. It'll start with the top 5 at 5. Walker Smith will have that. Then we'll get right back to your phone calls live today, presented by Garage Beer Company at the Bearded Beer Market. Stay with us.
The Drive.
Are you ready to make your dream home a reality? Hi, I'm Bo Kregner, and here at the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, we know that finding the perfect home is more than just a transaction. It's about finding your sanctuary, your future, your happiness. Our team is dedicated to guiding you every step of the way, ensuring a smooth and stress-free journey towards home ownership. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, we're here to help. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or just visit us online at bonoknowshouses.com.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area, from Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive. Even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
North Knox Siding and Windows is a complete exterior home improvement company that can help you with all your home exterior needs. If your home needs new siding, windows, doors, gutters, handrails, a deck, or a new roof, then give my friends at North Knox Siding and Windows a call at 865-689-0505. You can also visit their showroom at 5618 North Broadway. Locally owned and operated and proudly serving all of Knoxville and the surrounding areas, North Knox Siding and Windows. Online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Where are the best ribs in the Volunteer State? Rickard Ridge. Who has the best barbecue catering packages in East Tennessee? Rickard Ridge. And where is the most beautiful setting to enjoy a meal with family and friends? Rickard Ridge. Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Just a quick ride up I-75, take exit 134, hang a right, and Rickard Ridge is on your left, just inside Cove Lake State Park.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Good afternoon. Steady flow of traffic right now, 275 northbound as it gets heavier, trying to get north of Knoxville on 75, pushing on up through Anderson, throughout Campbell County. Yes, we have seen lots of radar up through there earlier, especially in Campbell County, that northern section before you get up over Jellicoe Mountain. 40 East has been on and off slow today there at White Road. Lots of people in town for the big game tomorrow, so that's going to put a lot of extra traffic up and down Cumberland Avenue. Hey, turn your gold and silver coins into cash at Fountain City Jewelers, located right across from Litton's there in North Knoxville. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
to Gaelic football. Born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby, and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball that scored points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear! To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Friday, 5 o'clock. Congratulations, you have made it. The weekend is here. And what a weekend it's shaping up to be. We are at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer. Bob, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock here. Cheers, my friend.
Salute.
Bear, I know beer's still prominently on the list of awesome things Bear doesn't like. So
Believe it or not, I had beer.
I saw you at Rick's wedding. You did have.
No, I mean, I had a beer last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have to see it to believe it.
I was on vacation. But yeah, I went and got a burger. Is the beer burger or the burger beer an underrated beer? I say yes.
Oh, what?
I'm lost.
Beer with a burger?
Like the shower beer, the after Mo beer.
A beer with a burger?
Your beer you get when you get a good burger.
I mean, I think that's properly rated. It's universally regarded as pretty awesome, isn't it?
It's good. Yeah, it's good. Now that I understand it, I follow you.
Man, why don't you go get us a couple of burgers?
Where
Walker, top 5 at 5. Hit it.
Thank you. We are less than 24 hours away from one of the biggest games of the Josh Heupel era. Number 15, Tennessee, takes on number 6, Georgia in Neyland Stadium. Kickoff is set for 3:30 on ABC and ESPN. Georgia is a minus 3.5-point favorite for the sports books, but ESPN gives the Vols a 51.4% chance to come out victorious.
I'll take it. I mean, it's a toss-up game, right? I mean, it's basically 50-50.
Feels like it.
Walker, where would you put your imaginary $1,000 if you were in Trey's little gamble there?
The under on this game. You've talked about it a bunch this week. So
I mean, was it the under or was it just, I thought it was just like a money line type thing he was looking for.
Walker, I think we lost you, buddy. You there?
I don't know, I mean,
there he is. And now we hear music.
sorry, a little connection internet error there. We'll move on. At number 2, week 2 in the NFL rolls on this weekend with an exciting slate of games. At 1 p.m., the Titans look for their first win this season against the Los Angeles Rams. And the best game of the early slate is the Seahawks at the Steelers. In the second window, we get a Super Bowl rematch between the Chiefs and the Eagles. And for Sunday Night Football, the Falcons travel to Minnesota to take on the Vikings.
Think the Falcons are going to be good this year?
No, I don't.
Kirk Cousins returns to Minnesota as a backup.
I'm still not sold. I mean, Penix was obviously a very nice quarterback last year at Washington, and he showed a few flashes last season with the Falcons.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
The play he made at the end of their game last week where he kind of matrixed it to extend for the goal line, that was pretty good. He's going to have to show me more as far as just picking apart defenses, putting the ball in windows, all that stuff.
Certainly
quarterback stuff.
Certainly athletic enough, but yes, the quarterbacking aptitude that you need at the NFL to make a difference. Still a little work in progress for me.
At number 3, week 3 in college football sees a lot of great matchups outside of Tennessee and Georgia. At noon, number 12 Clemson takes on a dangerous Georgia Tech team And number 19, Alabama hosts Wisconsin. At 4:30, number 18, South Florida looks for another upset against number 5, Miami in Hard Rock Stadium. Finally, at 7:30 and 7:45, Florida goes to number 3, LSU, and number 16, Texas A&M, plays number 8, Notre Dame in South Bend.
It's a pretty rough road to hoe for the Aggies.
I just haven't watched much of them. I mean, they played two cupcakes to kick things off.
Yeah, I just always assume within they're uber talented because they are. If you look at that talent composite thing, but they're probably just playing like Texas A&M.
The problem they're going to run to is the opponent is as talented as they are. Notre Dame has talent too. On the road in a hostile environment, and just that's going to be difficult for them. But we used to talk about Heupel opportunities to accelerate the growth of your program. I kind of think we're past that now. But Mike Elko,
so definitely give him some big mo
chance to make a big statement,
work up some momentum for his program. What he's doing. That is a tough place to go play, though.
At number 4, after an awkwardly handled replay late in the first half of last weekend's game between Syracuse and UConn, a longtime ACC official has quit his post over frustration with the way the review was handled. Gary Patterson had worked as an official with the ACC since 2022, abruptly terminated his contract with the conference after the game. Now, I didn't want to write down and go through the entire situation that happened with it, but here's the spark notes of it. Basically, the officials ruled an incomplete pass on a first down play. They let the second down play roll on. Then replay came back in after the second down play to review a fumble, completely negated the second down play, even though they ruled that it was still an incomplete pass on the field. Basically, the official had enough and just quit.
Just rewrote the rule book right there on the field?
Kind of.
Once the next play snap, you can't go back. What happened to that?
So was this an official on the field or one of the guys in the replay booth?
I think it was an official in the replay booth that wanted to look over it. They were told that the referee simply did not hear. Said that the official, the guy who quit. Apparently, the guy who quit had either not heard the replay booth, wanted to review it, or ignored it in some way. Just seemed like there were a lot of wires that got crossed, and the guy just had enough of
it. Would have been a bigger statement if he had just walked off in the middle of the field, take the hat off, throw his little flags down on the ground.
It was full Antonio Brown.
Bleep you. You're cool. Bleep you. I'm out of here.
Greatest movie ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you call him for the full, AB 84.
Take the zebra striped shirt off, just throw it down.
I don't imagine his physique's as good as
head straight over to the bar, grab a beer. Hey guys, we need you on the field. Yeah, I'm done, man. I've had enough.
Just shirtless.
Tell you, it's been building for a while. Oh, Gary, really melted down,
buddy.
And at number 5, an elderly shopkeeper in Turkey almost lost his left arm after his hand became seriously infected as a result of a human bite during an attempted robbery. A 60-year-old shop owner was robbed while working at his store in Istanbul. 2 masked men entered the shop after coming in with the clear intention of stealing, so the owner tried to stop them. In the physical struggle that ensued, the 60-year-old managed to immobilize one of the thieves, who bit his hand in a desperate attempt to escape.
Barry, you ever had your finger bitten really hard?
Yeah. Hurts.
You got your finger out of there, didn't you?
Yeah. Did you ever bite anybody?
Huh? I don't know. I have been bitten before. That's
it's not fun.
No. I want my
that.
Yeah. He got infected, huh? Like
a human mouse or
bad infection.
Nasty. Yeah. Yeah, I got bit.
Would you rather be bitten by a dog or by a human?
What kind of
I
dog?
mean, 6 of one, half a dozen of another. Both carry.
Feel like a human. just from a turn of they're probably cleaner than a dog's mouth and don't have as much bite force as.
Well, we don't lick our rear ends.
Well,
Yeah,
we
we don't do that.
got a listener shaking his head in protest on that.
Is that wrong?
Yeah, dog's mouths are not cleaner than human mouths. It's completely false.
Scientifically inaccurate, according to Bear.
That's what I Googled it recently. I
It's
thought
not
the same thing. I was like, a dog's mouth.
So all those times I've let my dog lick my face.
It never occurred. I don't let dogs lick my
Never
face.
mind.
Yeah,
No,
that's.
that's.
Oh, I
gross.
don't like getting licked by dogs.
No, man.
They love you, though, man.
I know, but they eat poo.
No, that's gross.
Yeah.
True. My dog's on a big rabbit poo kick right now.
What kind of dog?
All right, then. Thank you, Walker. That is the top 5 at 5. It's brought to you by Garage Beer, 100% beer flavored beer. Come have one with us. We're here till we're on the air till 6. We'll be hanging out, having one or two after the show tonight. If you want to come chill, $2.50 a pint here at Ash's Beard and Beer Market. That deal is in effect right now. It's in effect tomorrow and every game day throughout the rest of the season. Be sure to get your 12-pack to go. We're trying to sell as many of these 12-packs as we can. It's $16, but if you scan the QR code right beside me here, almost on Jason Kelsey's crotch, you get $4 back. And so it's basically $1 a beer, a 12-pack for $12. I mean, that's like 1990 prices all over again. So come on out and see us. We're at Kingston Pike, Old Kingston Pike, and Lions View, Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer Company. The Sheik coming up here in a little bit. Let's get right back to the phone lines here as we get ready for Tennessee and Georgia. And Frank in Salt Lake is next. Salt Lake Frank, hit it.
Well, what's up, guys? Hearts are heavy in the state of Utah this week, as you know, but I just wanted to tell you I'm so glad to hear your voices, some good Vols talk to get our minds off of troubled times. And before I forget, I want to shout out to Phil, one of my favorite callers, for so many reasons, but yesterday I really appreciated what he said. I have big feelings about rushing the field after beating Georgia. I understand with Alabama. I halfway understand with Florida. We've beaten Georgia before, and it was called the entire decade of the 90s when I was living in Atlanta. But he said something that I love that made me almost rethink it. He said, yes, let the kids have their fun. And I said, that still doesn't make me want to change my mind. I feel like it'd be embarrassing if we rush the field. I think we are going to beat Georgia. But that gave me pause to think. Let the kids have their fun. Kids don't remember when we ever beat Georgia. So I thought that was a great comment from Phil, one of my favorite callers. Secondly, I think we can and will beat Georgia. I'm not going to predict it, but I'm just going to say it's our time. If we don't, okay, the series is over. If we do, that gets us to the next level. And the fact that it's okay, we can't beat the Georgias up until now. We can't beat the Georgias or the Ohio States. They're the top elite teams in the country right now these days. If we beat Georgia, which I think we can, if there's a 51% chance according to ESPN, you know why that is? I think it's because we have home field advantage. And in Neyland Stadium, that means a lot.
Well, it is a significant home field advantage. It is an opportunity to showcase your program on a national TV stage. We talked earlier about the recruiting and all the big recruits that are going to be there. I mean, if those kids tomorrow, Bob, see you beat Georgia, what a windfall that could be potentially in terms of continuing to close that talent gap that we talked about. Is the reason that this would be an upset.
In all sports. We talked about it earlier because, obviously football recruits, but we got a big basketball recruiting day this weekend too. And obviously that's strategic in how they're doing it. I think it just amps it up entirely. One of the things that Frank was saying recalling what Phil said about the kids, let them have their fun. We heard a little earlier on X from Elijah who said, if I'm paying $600 to go to this game, I'm rushing the field.
Okay, well, I guess Derek duly noted. You get your money's worth there, I suppose.
Yes.
You want the full experience?
Yeah, we're going to have to pay Georgia $500,000.
Not we. Well,
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Danny's he's going to add the 10% field rushing tax to your tickets next year.
I'm telling you that, and I just call me crazy, but if I'm telling you something sounds like a bad idea,
another good point.
It's a really bad. Why give Georgia $500,000 to spend on us?
You know,
on
everybody,
their program.
Everybody knows how I love basketball, from the greatest basketball state in the country. Just saying. I picked up tickets today, season tickets for Lady Vols basketball. So now I have Lady Vols and men's basketball tickets. I did that for my lovely wife. I was going to surprise her, but here I am telling you all.
Well,
what my point in all this is...
You really are one of us now.
Yeah, exactly. My point in all of this is when I heard the prices for the season tickets for women's basketball, and they're going to be a top 5 team, it's like a fraction of what they're charging me for men's.
Well, yeah.
And I wonder how long that's going to last, is my point.
When they have more demand for the women's tickets, I would imagine.
And they got pretty heavy demand now. I mean, the lower bowl is almost sold out at this point. So
Good for the Lady Vols.
What's that?
Good for them. Good for the Lady Vols, because I heard something that I think we talked about this. They, at last check, had the #1 portal class in the country. I am a battered Vols fan, as are all of you. So I go with this with, hopefully pretty tough skin, but I feel good about the Lady Vols. I feel good about the basketballs and the volleyball team. No, the soccer team. Which one's playing now? And that's #1. They've never been.
Hey, man, how about Lady Vol soccer, man? They got it rolling over.
On the general kneeling on everybody.
That's so great. We're at Everything School. I know we can't hear this enough, and I try to brag about it, but we are an Everything School, and that makes me understand why the ticket prices and the demand is just whack. People complain, hey, we can't get our tickets the way we used to. But if we're going to be in the upper tier of sports, that's the price we're going to have to pay. When my buddy Joe from Columbus, we tried to go to a Penn State game, and this was like 10 years ago, was like $295 for a single ticket in the crappiest place in the whole Columbus Stadium. So, I mean, what do we want? Do we want to be upper elite?
You know what we want?
Level?
I'll tell you what we want. We want to win. We want to win. Yeah. Frank in Salt Lake, thanks, man. We got to run. Appreciate the phone call.
Thank you, brother.
Continue. We'll get some random guy in here. We'll go out to the desert and talk to the Sheik. I think we've earned it. A hard week of work. We've earned a few winners this afternoon. Thank you, sir. Stop by, get signed up for this tailgate pack. We're going to give that away at 6 p.m. later on this evening. Stay with us. You're listening to The Drive. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go. The Voluntary Reaction.
This football season, tune into Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all, The Voluntary Reaction, presented by the Griffin Law Firm. We'll be live on the Fan Run Radio app as soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. So tune in and drink with us from the keg of glory or drown in the pool of despair. The Voluntary Reaction on Fan Run Radio.
The Voluntary Reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Tired of waiting for the weekend or good weather to play around? From casual to committed, Back Nine Golf has got you covered. Open to the public and offering flexible membership opportunities, they offer 24/7 access to 5 different simulators, providing cutting-edge technology, instant swing feedback, fun mini games, and a wide variety of courses to choose from. Perfect for that solo round you want after work, or swing by with food and drinks for an afternoon with friends and family. No stressful tee times, no rain delays. It's Back Nine Golf your way. Book your tee time now at theback9golf.com.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronaknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Fan Run Radio, the drive continues. Russell, Bear, and Bob back with you today. Ash's Beard and Beer Market. And by the way, folks who are joining us here this afternoon, if you're feeling a bit hungry, wicked awesome pizza. We got, I don't want to call it a shack because that sounds derogatory, but it's a shed, maybe? The pizza shed?
Yeah, it's a
pizza. It's a shack. Shack's got such a bad connotation.
That's
what I just said.
What do they call it now? Like a he shed. A he.
No, an annex.
A booth.
It's a pizza annex.
Whatever it is, it's friggin' awesome.
A dude there with a mohawk's a pizza making machine.
Yeah, he's outstanding.
How about it's a pizza tiny home?
It's just a pizza place. Go there and have some. It's good. We're
The
trying to
dude's been
support
honing
our
this,
guy.
20 years, he said.
He's an auteur of pizza.
Yes. Some work in oils, some work in clay. This guy works in pizza. And it's absolutely fantastic. Ash's Beard and Beer Market. Let's go out to the desert and talk to the Sheik, John Hodge, a.k.a. Johnny Blaze, host of the Cover Boys with Mark Atnip. It's coming up at 8 p.m. on many of these Fan Run affiliates after overtime. Good afternoon, Haji. How are you, sir? Haji, you there? Do we have the Sheik? All right, we'll try and catch up with him here in just a bit. In the meantime, you want to jump on 865-966-3435. if you want to chime in here today, 966-3435, as we break things down this afternoon. And we'll get Haji's thoughts on the matchup with Georgia. And, it's going to be a big game, both for Josh Heupel, Volunteers, and Kirby Smart, as they had such a good run there. Back-to-back national championships. Can they refine their swagger? Gunnar Stockton's going to have to show me something he hasn't shown me yet, if that's going to come to pass.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just sitting there thinking about it. It's like we've seen some of these quarterbacks show out against Tennessee, just not with Georgia, not only Georgia, but other schools. God, we can't have that tomorrow. Got to put that guy in his place.
Gonna make him uncomfortable early.
That's it.
All right, let's try the Sheik again. Sheik, are you there? All right, we cannot hear you if you are there. Not sure what's going on right there. The Gremlins jumping back in here, but we'll try to get that worked out back at the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. In the meantime, boys, it's a full slate coming up.
Can I say one thing? We were talking about big weekend for recruiting, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the subject of recruiting, Perfect Game just put out their recruiting rankings for college baseball for the class of 25. Guess who's number one? That'd be Tennessee.
Well, yeah. Is it bad that I just assumed we were?
No, we all felt that way, but it's nice to get the validation.
Who else is nipping at our heels?
It's all SEC. Texas,
Yeah.
Texas 2, Arkansas
LSU.
3. They're 5. No, they're 6.
Really?
Yeah. Virginia number 4, Miami number 5, LSU 6.
So whoever took over for O'Connor at Virginia has hit the ground running. Is the guy from Duke, right? Went there.
Yes. Is Miami going to pony up the money to compete?
I don't know. They got them. It looks like they got some guys coming in. 6 through 10, like we said, LSU 6, Oklahoma State 7, Alabama 8, Mississippi State 9, and then Wake at 10. Auburn at 11. So again, it's peppered with SEC teams like it always is. But we're
Speaking
at the top.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. We're at the top.
Speaking of Wake Forest, I was watching them last night. I don't know. I just, that game spoke to me more than the NFL game. I ended up watching the college game last night, and NC State end up winning at Wake 24-17. I believe maybe it was 31-17. Robbie Ashford.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that guy?
From Ashford and Simpson.
I was thinking more along the lines of from Auburn at South Carolina last year. He is resurfaced at Wake Forest. I thought he actually played pretty well in a losing effort. I don't know. Maybe he didn't. But they're actually letting him play right now. His third school. I mean, imagine a day when you'd have a guy play at Auburn, South Carolina, and Wake Forest back-to-back like that. Crazy what college football has become.
NC State's got one of those all-name quarterbacks, Hollywood Smothers. Love that name.
All right. You guys think the third time's going to be the charm with Haji here?
I thought I heard something.
Sheik, are you there?
I guess I did not. William, are you there? How about that?
William's there. He's working it, man. He's been thrown into the fire. Walker had to step out. He's on his way to call high school football action tonight. So we'll see if we can't get it figured out. Getting back to some of these other games, we mentioned Notre Dame at home against Texas A&M. What a win that would be. One game we have not talked about at all this week. Arkansas at Ole Miss.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, right?
7 p.m. start. Ole Miss is a 6.5-point favorite. That line seem a little low for Ole Miss playing at home to you?
It's a little low. I feel like Arkansas is getting a little too much love there. I mean, what? Off the heels of Arkansas laying out Arkansas State? I mean, come on. That's not.
They haven't played anybody.
No, exactly.
And I'll be honest, I don't know that I could name you a player. I know they've got another. They had KJ Jefferson. Is it KJ Jackson now, the quarterback there?
Taylon Green.
Taylon Green's still there. I think KJ Jackson was a backup. I was watching the end of one of those games. But Other than Taylor Green, like, can you name me any Arkansas players this year?
They have a they have a stocky running back who ran all over us last season.
Oh,
Braylon Russell.
yes, yeah, we recruited that guy.
Yeah, but no, your bottom line is you're right. I don't know many others on that team. It's a good question. Yeah, is Danico Slaughter still there? He might be. Forgot about that.
I mean, Danico Slaughter's in his 17th season right now.
Why not, right?
Yeah. I think Ole Miss, they go down there and stumble around at Kentucky last week. They always stumble around with Kentucky for some reason. That might be one, and if we can get up with the Sheik, I'll ask him. But like that, I would lean Ole Miss to cover a touchdown at home.
I would think so. The one I wanted to ask Haji about, and the line has slipped a little more, is I think we even talked about this maybe yesterday for a minute, is Vandy at South Carolina.
Yeah.
So Carolina's only a 2.5-point favorite now at home against Vanderbilt.
Wow.
So what are we missing there? Because you would think that Carolina, ranked 11th in the country at home, sandstorm and whatnot, would be a prohibitive favorite.
Yeah, South Carolina, the night game at home. That place is going to be rocking. I think Vanderbilt's tough, and I think Pavia, and he's healthy. He's a tough player, but South Carolina, if they are who everybody thought they were, a top 15 team coming into the season, and Sellers, that quarterback, if he is who he's purported to be, this is a game you have to win.
Right.
And this is South Carolina, I think they win. I think they cover, but they are on fraud alert.
I think Shane Beamer goes back on fraud alert if they lose this game too, because I think there's still people who aren't sold on him as a coach, even after what they did last season.
Sure. And then the other late game, of course, LSU hosting Florida. The Bayou Bengals are a 9.5-point favorite. Blood in the water. We talked to Chris Lowe in hour number 1. He's not picking Florida, but he said that he thinks Florida will play, quote, their best game of the season tomorrow. They've got a lot to fight for, in terms of pride, after another embarrassing loss by Billy Napier's boys against South Florida. I'm kind of with CeeLo. I think that they will give it the old college try. I think they'll play hard. I don't know that effort has really been a problem for Billy Napier. I just watched that team, that coach, and that staff, Bob, and I see disorganization, inattention to detail, not particularly innovative scheme-wise on either side of the ball. And I don't know how innovative
Can you hear me now?
is, but I don't think they have to be. So I think that, yeah, we got you, Haji. Hang on just a second. I like LSU to win big at home.
Let me just put a bow on this. Again, if CeeLo's right, and if Florida could somehow beat LSU, imagine this, and we beat Georgia. At this stage of the season, you would have Georgia, Alabama, LSU, Florida, and Texas all with one loss. Be sweet. We got to do it, guys. Got to do it.
Yeah, you heard him a moment ago. I mean, you might have been hearing him the entire time. We just heard him. The Sheik, John Hodge, is with us this afternoon. Hello, Haji.
Hello, boys. Yeah, I've heard you. I was afraid you didn't want these picks, and maybe that's a good idea. We'll see.
Oh, we can't quit you, Haji. You know the place you hold in our hearts here on The Drive, and we need these picks just like we need oxygen here on Fan Run Radio. So let's get to it, man. What you got for us?
You want me to hear you say? I'll give you something to make you throw off that pizza real quick if you want. I won't spend a lot of time on it, but how about going back to the well with Duke and also fading Illinois? I'm going to do that. I'm going to take Duke plus the 1.5 at Tulane. They are not on a no-bet list yet. I'm going to stick with them and give them another crack. I don't think Tulane's – I've got them not in the championship game of the American, and I'm fading them a little bit this year. So I think they'll get over it. They actually outgained Illinois last week, turned it over 5 times, so I'm not bailing out on them yet. I'm going to go back to the well with Duke. And then Illinois, they've got – obviously they came off that win last week, 28-point win or whatever it was. And then they go to Indiana for a primetime game next week. And that game will eliminate one of those teams from the conference play. But the winner will probably have the upper hand on the playoff. So that's a lot for Illinois to handle. They are bullies, but I'm going to fade Illinois. I'm not going to be able to get off of them. I'm going to stay on Western Michigan plus the 27.5.
The Broncos. I've still got a sore spot.
They're
about
0-2.
Duke.
I was just going to say they're 0-2, looking like nothing. But they are 2-0 against the spread, which is where it counts. So Illinois is getting 95% of the money. That's good enough for me. Let's take the Broncos.
All right. I like it. A couple of picks there. Some winners, Western Michigan and Duke. If you're just joining us, go ahead and lock those in. Haji, of course, we've got the Cover Boys coming up at 8 p.m. later, so you guys are going to go through all these games. Tell us what you think. Tennessee and Georgia, Vols, 3.5-point underdogs. This is what, 6.5, 7 points last week? And all that coming in on Tennessee. What does it mean?
Well, it's scary when it's like that. I don't really love it going down from. I do have that 7.5 ticket I got last Sunday. Last Friday actually. I got it plus 7.5, so I don't have to do much. But I did add a Tennessee money line first quarter bet at plus 168. I think if we're going to get them, we're going to get them early, and it's worth plus 168. That's the three-way money lines side on the first quarter. That means if it ends in a tie, it's a push. So you get a little extra juice on Tennessee at plus 168 in the first quarter. So shout out to Trey for listening to the advanced copy of the show. And so Gunnar Stockton, man, he's going to be in an environment he had experience. He played in some a playoff game in a Sugar Bowl, but that was in the SEC championship game, right, in the Georgia Dome. That's a Mercedes-Benz, whatever. That's a home game for them. So he's going to hear and see something he hadn't been, and he has not been looked very good throwing the ball downfield. He is 13th in the conference, I believe, in passing yardage, I believe. Let me see that if I got that right.
There are some abysmal Gunnar Stockton passing numbers out there. Like his yards per completion it's like 2 yards. It's crazy.
Yeah, he throws a lot of passes behind the line of scrimmage, and he likes to dump it off. He's not afraid to run. He's tough. He'll get out and run. I'd like to contain him or make him pay if he does. But Joey's obviously going to see pressure he hadn't seen yet either. And if he's got all the throws to all sides of the field. If he can hit one deep early, that's going to loosen up the reins on the offense the rest of the way, or at least for the first half, three quarters. Tennessee has not had a 200-yard passer or a passing touchdown the last 3 years against Georgia. So I think we're going to break that trend. I was asking a friend of mine if there was a Joey prop, what his longest completion would be, and because I don't have access to that out here in Arizona, so I didn't know if anybody knows that. I would take the over on whatever that is. I think he's going to beat somebody deep. But the most, it's hard to imagine the horror we've been through the last 10 years, just having that tiny little number here. And I found this. I was looking at their record. Kirby's 0-2 against the spread at home. He always does that as a big favorite. He's awful as a favorite. So I wanted to see what he was as a touchdown favorite because it hadn't happened very often. So they've only been a favorite of 7 or less than 7, 8 times since 2020. They beat Alabama in the 21 championship game 33-18 as 2.5-point favorites. But since then, they're 0-6 against the spread and 1-5 outright. So if you get Georgia as a favorite of under 7, they're 1-5 straight up. So that's the one trend I'm going to hang my hat on. The only win, by the way, they're 0-6 against the spread. The only win was when Ohio State missed that field goal at the end of the playoff game. So they could have been 0-6 and 0-6 as 6.5 or less point favorites. So I like it, man. I think it's early is the key. And hang on maybe if we have to, but I think that the crowd is going to just be so fired up when they have the ball. I can see the plays that Milroe tried to make last year, and they false starts and timeouts because they couldn't hear the play. So I can see the similar kind of thing happening tomorrow. So I'm all in. If I don't like us, I'll tell you, but I like Tennessee this week.
Love it.
All right.
Love it.
The Sheik has spoken.
Hey, one question. We talked about this before we could hear you, Haji, but this one's been on my mind, and it looks like the line went down a little more. What am I missing on Vandy at South Carolina? And it's just South Carolina, number 11 in the country, only minus 2.5 at home at night. We giving Vandy too much love there?
Well, I think what you're seeing is, of course, now let me preface by saying South Carolina, Illinois, my two most overrated teams. And I've got South Carolina under 7.5 still. I'm hoping they'll win this game and go to 8.5. But obviously, part of it is Vandy went on the road to Blacksburg and absolutely crushed Virginia Tech last week, and SC Junior struggled to put away the Hokies in Atlanta, and that's the only common opponent game we've got already. Just 3 games now into the season. So what you saw last is Vandy dominating them, and Virginia Tech has looked bad the last couple of weeks. But if they're favored, if they're a top 10 team, right? Why are they only favored a little number? So it's that is a suspicious thing to me as well. I think that Vandy's getting 87% of the money. Everybody loves Vandy. Obviously, you can tell that with the line going down. That worries me that it's almost all the way down to 2.5, like you say in some places. But Pavia is 9-2 against the spread as an underdog. Everybody knows those numbers. I just think, Russ, you referred to the atmosphere at night. It's going to be a fun atmosphere to watch, certainly. And so I will go with South Carolina in this one reluctantly and fade Pavia in this situation.
The Sheik with us this afternoon. Tune in for the Cover Boys, 8 p.m., heading into the SM Athletics Friday night scoreboard with Vols Tim 85 and friends. Sheik, anything else that you will be watching either tonight, tomorrow, or even on Sunday?
I was looking at some ranked teams last week. What happened with some of those? The number 2, 3, 7, 8, 12, 13, and 15 teams all failed to cover last week. The only top 15 team that did cover was Oregon, who covered Oklahoma State twice. As 28-point favorites, they won by 66. But the other teams in the top 15 were either off or playing FCS teams. So don't just look at the AP poll and start betting favorites. That's just my little advice to you there. But and you said that I think Alabama is a play over Wisconsin as well. I'm surprised that number is actually as small as it is. Wisconsin not very good. Taking advantage of Middle Tennessee like that doesn't mean anything. And Alabama's certainly back against the mode. They're in Notre Dame mode, I guess. They lost the game. They're going to have to go 8-2 just to have a shot at the playoff. So they're going to. It's very all balls to the wall the rest of the way for them.
All right. Well, there you have it. A couple of picks from the Sheik. Be sure to tune in to the Cover Boys for. I listened to the advanced copy as well, Haji, and the right sides are plentiful this week. It's time to get going on those bad boys. This is usually where you guys hit your stride.
Can't win 3 or 4 of them if you don't have 5 of them to choose from, Russ. Enjoy the winners. We'll enjoy voluntary reaction tomorrow night, no matter what. So, let's just have some fun and get some winners this week. Thank you a lot, guys.
Hear, hear. Thanks, Haji. The Sheik checking in from the desert. Yes, involuntary reaction will be live as soon as the game is over right here on Fan Run Radio. What a week.
One way or another, that's going to be electric. Let's hope it's the let's just hope it's the positive side of it.
Yeah. I know it's going to be a big audience tomorrow.
Absolutely.
I just hope they're happy. We can deal with angry too. I don't want to, but we can. Passion, we can work with passion one way or the other. It's apathy that you have to worry about. And we've been there too.
Oh, yeah.
We're not there right now. Quick timeout. Speak now, forever hold your peace. The shocking conclusion of the drive coming up next. 865-966-3435. Your number to get on the program. 966-3435. Back to wrap things up right after this.
The Drive. Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
It's football time in Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for the Drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high-speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
Are you tired of spending hours on laundry and ironing? Let Crown Cleaners handle your dry cleaning so you can handle your business. Our expert team can take care of your clothes, removing stains and wrinkles like they were never there. Whether it's your best suit or everyday attire, we handle it all at Crown Cleaners. Say goodbye to laundry stress and hello to extra free time. Crown Cleaners, Big Orange Country's imperial dry cleaning service since the 1960s. Online at crowncleaners.com.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Invisalign is a clear aligner orthodontic treatment that gradually straightens teeth without the use of traditional metal braces. And now, at Knoxville Smiles, we're offering Invisalign special pricing for new patients. Call for details at 865-539-1776 or just visit us at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
All right, wrapping up on a Friday afternoon, live today at Ash's Beard and Beer Market. I want to thank them for having us out. I want to thank our friends at Garage Beer for making it all possible. Be sure to get your 12 packs here. If you couldn't get by today, they've got those through the weekend, and we've got the scan code up here to get you $4 off. $12 for a 12-pack, a buck of beer. Can't beat it with a stick. It's all for you here at Ash's Beard and Beer Market. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Let's get power round here as we've got about 6 or 7 minutes here to go, and want to get all three callers in here. We'll start with some random guy who has been hanging. Rando, you're up first. Good afternoon, sir.
Guys, good afternoon.
Happy Georgia Eve. I will keep it quick. Russ, I tagged you in a video. If you have not seen it on Twitter X, I got you a video of the $100 wall, $1 million wall.
Oh, no, I don't see it. Yeah. Thank you.
So just from a pick standpoint, betting line, I took Tennessee with the 3.5. I think Tennessee is going to win. But if you're going to give me 3.5, I will take that because I think if Tennessee loses, it's by a field goal. So 3.5 was good for me, and I took the under. I don't see a lot of scoring in this game. We've talked about it. We broke it down 1,000 different ways all week. I think the running game is going to carry the day. I think Gunnar Stockton doesn't know what he's getting into tomorrow. It is going to be borderline dangerous and excessively loud in Neyland tomorrow. And I think the big difference outside of the running game for us on offense is the fact that Aguilar has been there. He has played in tough environments. He knows how to hit his checkdowns. He knows how to make his progressions quickly. That is something that Milton could not do. That is something that Nico could not do. I think that is the difference tomorrow. I'm going to take the Vols to win by 2. And it's going to be tight late, obviously. So, guys, let's enjoy the game. I will talk to you in about 27 hours or so, give or take, somewhere in that time frame. 24, 27, something like that. Not score, hours. Y'all take care. Go Big Damn Orange, and let's go get this damn streak broke, guys. Talk to y'all tomorrow. See ya.
Thank you, Rando. Appreciate the phone call. Roberto is next. Go ahead, Roberto.
USA! Okay, can I peek now, Russ? Are we getting there?
It's about time. It's about time. We're working up to it.
Veteran move. It was good seeing you guys today. Here's the deal. I hope, for his sake, Gunnar Stockton's wearing dark pants tomorrow. I hope they come out in their black pants. You know what I mean, Russ? You know what I mean? It's going to be really loud.
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah. I think he might have some skitty stains. You know what I mean? It's going to be loud, and he's not going to know what hit him. We are going to come in like a freight train. I think on the first series, we're going up top. I do believe that. And I almost had like a vision this morning over my coffee of Mike Matthews streaking down the sidelines a la Juwan Jennings against Jalen Tabor. Remember this?
Yes.
Yeah. Had that vision this morning, and I didn't know which player it was, and then as I saw him cross the end zone line, it was number 4. So there you have it. Take that for what it's worth. I mean, let's speak it into existence, right? Manifest. I think the balls are going to hit. I think there's going to be a ton of TFLs on both sides of the ball. I would imagine there's going to be about 20 tackles for loss tomorrow total. I really believe that. It's going to be a lot of hitting in the backfield. It's going to be a lot of defensive lines blowing up offensive lines. I do believe that on both sides of the ball. Georgia's a hell of a football team, but they lose tomorrow, 31-27. Big Orange!
Thank you, Roberto. Great seeing you out here earlier today. Real quickly, Bob, we have not talked about the latest injury report. It sounds like Moy and Sanders are doubtful.
Yeah.
It sounds like Weathersby is probable, which, I mean, that's big because that allows you to slide Dom Bailey inside more, which I think our depth at the defensive tackle position is really going to be tested here. So that's something that we have to have.
Bummed out about Sanders, but at least we know. We're not waiting until tomorrow.
I think he's back next week.
I'm more bummed about Moy for this game.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's the big blow for sure.
I mean, I realize it was just Syracuse, and then obviously you can't take anything away from what we did against ETSU, but
yeah.
I felt like Jesse Perry's done a pretty good job, all considering.
Final call of the week will be Chris. Good afternoon, Chris. You're on the drive.
Yes, so Roberto says Stockton's going to pee or poop down his leg, so that's why they need the black jerseys. And I've had a colonoscopy, Russ. Good luck with that. For some inspiration, watch Jeff Daniels' Dumb and Dumber in the bathroom scene in Aspen. Just make sure the toilet works.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And I really think we're going to win. First time we've had a chance in a long time. And as far as the guest picker, I'm surprised it's Candace Parker because most people outside of Tennessee don't know who she is. It should have been, the last year and a half. This Tennessee native has become a internet sensation, the Hawk Tua girl.
Maybe she was runner-up in that contest. I was pulling for Vitello myself. I disagree. I think a lot of people outside Tennessee know who Candace Parker is. I'm not going to sit here and say she's a household name, but if you're a hoops head, you know who Candace Parker is.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, really successful on a number of levels too. I mean, she's becoming a titan of business and all these other things. She'll represent us well. It's also a big recruiting weekend for Lady Vols too, by the way. That's the other one. So again, it's all planned, I think.
You can ask for better weather.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Everything's perfect for this weekend. We just get the job done.
Chris, thanks for the phone call, man. Really appreciate it. Again, thanks to everybody who came out here. Let's draw our winner real quick here for the Garage Beer Tailgate Prize Pack. And this is going to be our boy Rob Cameron. Congratulations to Rob. He wins the Garage Beer Tailgate Prize Pack. He wins that really cool tailgate chair.
Pint glasses,
hats, sunglasses, stickers, all the cool things. Appreciate everybody who came out here this afternoon to see us at Ash's Bearden Beer Market. Well, boys,
it's time.
It is time. Big thanks to Walker Smith and William Pattison for all their hard work behind the scenes, getting us on the air here this afternoon. Stay tuned. We've got overtime headed your way next. For Bear and Bob, I'm Russell Smith. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you after the game here on Voluntary Reaction.